Gallagher, let me have the $2 for the collection.
Look, Ralph, can I pay you back next week? I'm a little short right now.
Can't give me the money next week. I gotta have it today because I gotta get the thing today.
Look, Ralph, why'd you have to start this collection thing anyway? I don't see why us drivers have to chip in for a wedding present for the boss's daughter. We don't even know her.
So what if we don't know her? She's his only daughter. This idea of mine was great. He really thinks something of us now. Maybe we'll even get a raise. Come on, give me the $2.
All right, here's your $2. Yeah, but if I know
put
you...
the top on loose again.
Yeah, use this. If I know you and we do get a raise, you'll probably want a commission.
Wise guy.
There, off the ball. Am I late for tea?
No, you're right on time. I was just sitting down to eat myself. Alice put the top on loose again.
Left my heart at the stake door.
Wait a minute. You're not going to tell me that all that is your lunch.
Oh, what are you, crazy? One of them's laundry. Trixie told me to drop off on the way over.
Oh. Wait a minute. You mean that little bag's your laundry?
Yeah, well, Trixie does most of it at home. Those are just a few things I don't trust her with, like my silk handkerchiefs and my howdy-doody T-shirt.
Well, liverwurst again. You know, Norton, I made a big mistake the day after I got married. I told Alice I like liverwurst sandwiches. What do you got?
Roast beef.
Want to trade a roast beef for a liverwurst?
Roast beef for liverwurst? That's like trading Marilyn Monroe for gravel girder.
Least she could have done was put a little ketchup on it.
What do you want, ketchup?
Yeah.
Inside pocket of my coat.
Still tastes like liverwurst.
Want some relish? Outside pocket, right. Spoons in the left pocket.
You wouldn't happen to have a little Tabasco in your coat, would you?
Well, no. I got that right here.
No Tabasco for me. I can't stand it. It's too hot. Kills me.
Your liverwurst sandwiches were that bad. Take the other half of my roast beef.
Shut up! Oh, Potter, you're just the guy I want to see. Give me the $2. You're the last guy.
What do we have to buy a present for the boss's daughter for anyhow?
Look, this is a good move. We'll get in good with the boss. We'll all get salary raises. Come on, give me the $2. You'll thank me for this.
Well, thanks for being the instigator and getting us all a raise. Someday you'll be known as John L. Lewis of the bus drivers.
I'd like to remove his nose.
Hey,
What?
what's with the collections? What are you going to buy the boss's daughter a wedding present for?
We don't have to buy her a wedding present. This was my idea. Take up a collection. See, it's the boss's only daughter. Figure we get it good with the boss, you know.
Oh. What are you going to get her?
A wristwatch, I think. I got about $100. And who do you think, after the boss finds out whose idea this was, will be in line for the first promotion?
The guy she's going to marry. Who else?
No, stupid, me! Don't worry. In the race to get ahead, I'm way out front.
Yes, you certainly are way out in front. May I suggest at this time, with all that dough in your pocket, you just watch out for it. If you lose it, those guys are going to kill you.
You know, you're right. Hey, look. We still got time. Come on. We'll go over to Steinhardt's jewelry right now. I'll buy it, buy the gift, the wristwatch, and I'll have it sent over to my house.
Hey, fish my lunch.
We'll eat on the subway. Come on. Come on, here's your coat. Will you come on?
No. Look, the sign says, keep this room tight. That's what I intended to do.
Well, hurry up.
I'm hurrying as fast as I
birthday. Oh, Trix, you shouldn't have. I told you not to get me anything for my birthday.
It's nothing, Alice. Go ahead and open it up.
Okay. Trix, they're beautiful.
You really like them? I just didn't know what to get you.
Well, you certainly got the right thing. Monogram pot holders. Oh, Trixie, that's just wonderful. Thanks ever so much.
Oh, forget it. Hey, by the way, Alice, what did Ralph give you?
Well, he hasn't given me anything yet. Matter of fact, he left this morning, didn't even mention my birthday. I guess he's going to surprise me with something tonight.
Yeah. Well, I sure hope he gives you a better surprise than Ed gave me for my birthday.
Oh, what'd he give you?
A ring.
Well, a ring sounds very nice.
Yeah, it comes in very handy if you want to decode Little Orphan Annie's secret messages.
Trixie, he didn't.
He didn't? Then how come I know Daddy Warbucks just left for India?
Come in. Oh, Mother.
Happy birthday, darling. Happy birthday. And many happy returns of the day.
Oh, thanks, Mom. What is it?
Well, open it and find out.
Mother, you know Trixie.
Oh, yes. Hello, Trixie.
Hello, Mrs. Gibson.
hard to figure. When you're married to Ralph Cramden, you need everything.
Mother, please. Listen, I got to get back upstairs. Happy birthday again, Alice. And so nice to have seen you, Mrs. Gibson.
See you later, Trish.
Yeah.
Gee, Mom, I'm awful glad you stopped by. I have a roast for dinner.
Oh, how nice. Well, I can't stay for dinner, sweetheart. I just stopped by to say happy birthday. Oh, my, that's a nice looking piece of meat. Your father's at home waiting to eat, and you know him. I got to be there for every meal. He couldn't eat out in a diner once in a while like anybody else.
Well, that's your own fault, Mother. You know, that's what you get for being such a good cook. Oh, darn this door. It just won't stay shut.
How long has that been going on?
Oh, just a couple of days.
Well, if that husband of yours didn't waste all of his money on these get-rich-quick ideas, he could buy you a new stove.
Well, Mother, new stoves cost a little more than we're prepared to spend right now.
Yes, I suppose that you can't buy a new stove and a Geiger counter all at the same time.
Mother, please don't pick on Ralph. He's just having a run of a little hard luck lately.
And don't give me any of that lately stuff, Alice. You've been living the same way ever since you've been married. Why couldn't you have had it just as nice as your sisters? Why, my goodness, when Agnes married Bob, he gave her everything. He took her to Niagara Falls on her honeymoon. And Ginny and Bill went to Nassau on a cruise. And Mary and Ed went to Florida. And what kind of a honeymoon did Ralph give you? Well, all right, what? 3 days of miniature golf.
Mother, please, not today. It's my birthday.
Well, all right, I'm sorry. By the way, what did Diamond Jim give you?
Well, as a matter of fact, he hasn't given me anything yet, but I know he's going to surprise me when he comes home from work.
Well, if you're expecting to get something from him, you certainly will be surprised.
Now, Mother, don't you worry about Ralph forgetting my birthday. But just the same, when he does come home, please don't mention it to him. You might ruin his surprise.
Well, you know me, Alice. I'd be the last one to interfere in the married lives of my children. But if you ask me...
Mother, please. I'm just going to take this in the bedroom, and I'll be right out. To get the table cleared up for supper.
Hello, Ralph.
Hello. How'd you know it was me?
I could feel the floor sag.
So we're starting right in tonight, huh? No preliminaries, right on with the main part. Right in with the insults, huh?
Oh, Ralph, you're home.
Don't hello me. What's she doing here?
Ralph, she's my mother.
Well, why did she have to come here tonight of all nights?
Ralph, you did remember what tonight is.
Of course I remembered. Think I'm going to forget the night I go play pool?
There,
And on account of this aggravation, I'll blow my whole game.
oh, now you see he's good for nothing.
How do you know? You never saw me shoot pool.
I'm not talking about your pool. All I know is that if Alice had married Johnny Farrell...
Aha! So that's the target for tonight. If Alice had married Johnny Farrell. Oh, if Alice had only married Johnny Farrell. Well, for once in your life, you're right. She should have married Johnny Farrell because he's a much smarter guy than I am.
Oh, so you admit it.
Absolutely. Much smarter than I am. He took one look at you and refused to marry her.
Ralph, Brandon, no...
And you stay out of this.
Well, for your information, Johnny Farrell wasn't the only one. Alice had a million chances to get married. Why, Eddie Townsend, he was begging to marry her.
Eddie Townsend? Are you kidding with Eddie Townsend? That big fat tub of lard?
You're calling him a tub of lard? Well, that's a hot one. That's like the pot calling the pot a pot.
You know, tonight might be the night. Tonight might be the night that you get yours.
How
You
dare
stay out of this. That goes for your whole family.
That's right. You're just the type to hit a defenseless woman.
Defenseless woman? Defenseless woman? All I can say, it's a good thing for Sandy Sadler that he didn't run into you last night.
Who's Sandy Sadler?
He's in a fight racket. You ought to know about that.
Oh, all right, Ralph Herman. You just shoot off your big mouth. That's all you can do anyway. But it don't put bread on the table, and all I've got to say is I never had to live like this when I was Alice's age.
You were never Alice's age.
All right, you just keep talking. But I'm telling you one thing, I'm not going to stand by and see my daughter mistreated.
Your daughter mistreated? Your daughter mistreated? There's a laugh. Go ahead and laugh. Think she's a riot. Think she's a riot. A real riot. Your daughter mistreated. Have you got any idea how hard I work to put food on the table and clothes on her back? Have you? What do you think my life is, a block party or something? Think driving a bus is a hayride? I'm no song and dance man. I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock while it's still dark out. And I got to dress in the dark, too, so I don't wake up Madame Pompadour. Then I go down to the bus depot and I get into my bus. And then for 8 hours, it's just me against Madison Avenue. A battle all the way, battling with crabby old ladies, traffic cops, taxi cabs, truck drivers. And for what? For what? I'll tell you for what. To put food on the table, clothes on her back, and a roof over her head. And what is my reward? Liverwurst sandwiches 5 days a week.
Yeah, shut up.
All right now, Ralph and Mother, the two of you have got to stop this right now.
Don't tell me about it. You're the one that started this. Oh, I'm wise to you, you know. I know what you do. Before I get home, you start her, you know. You start her. You put the ideas in her head that I'm not taking care of you. Don't tell me. I know what you do.
I never did any such thing, Ralph.
She didn't have to tell me a thing. All I have to do is look around this dump.
Dump! Dump! Dump!
Dump! And then I can see how you're supporting her. When I got married, I had a more modern stove than that to cook on.
When you got married, fire wasn't even invented. There's nothing wrong with this stove. Nothing wrong with this stove.
Har, har, hardy, har, har. Chicken! Well, I was right, Alice. Diamond Jim did forget your birthday.
Oh, please, let's not talk about that, Mother. I know he forgot my birthday, and I feel bad enough about it myself.
Well, if your father ever forgot my birthday.
Come in.
Package from Steinhardt's jewelry store for Mr. Crandon.
Oh, I'll take it. Gee, I don't have any change, Mother. Have you got a quarter? Oh, Mother! He did remember my birthday.
Who's that at the door?
Ralph, this package just came from Steinhardt's jewelry store.
Oh, it got here, huh? Boy, look at that. Is that a knockout?
Oh, it's beautiful, Ralph.
You know, when I saw it in the store, it was just on a little piece of black velvet. But I could imagine how it would look. Here, put it on your wrist. I want to see how it looks on your wrist.
Oh, it's the most beautiful watch I've ever seen, Ralph.
I guess that'll put me in pretty good.
Oh, I'll say so. There, Mother, and you see, you thought Ralph forgot my birthday. Well? After seeing this, don't you think you owe Ralph an apology?
Well, I guess so. I'm sorry for what I thought.
Mother thought you'd forgotten my birthday. And another thing, Mother. don't ever say anything about Ralph to me again. And don't always keep telling me how my sisters have it so much better than I do. They can have all their fancy houses in Levittown, their modern kitchens, freezers, electric stoves, trips to Florida, anything they want. I've got something that none of them have. A husband who's been saving his nickels and dimes all year long to buy me a beautiful present like this. Ralph is the most wonderful husband in the whole world.
Well, I'm sorry I misjudged him this time.
Ralph, you know what I'm going to do? First thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to go right down to the jeweler's, and I'm going to have an inscription put on the back of this watch. And you know what it's going to say, Ralph? It's going to say, to Alice from her wonderful husband, Ralph.
Well, I've got to be going. Happy birthday again, dear.
Oh,
goodbye.
thank you, Mother.
Goodbye, Ralph. I'm glad for once you thought of your wife.
Oh, it's just beautiful, Ralph.
Alice.
Yes?
I gotta tell you something.
Oh, well, Ralph,
I gotta tell you something about the watch.
No, there's something I want to tell you, too.
No, please, Alice, let me tell you about the
No,
watch
no,
first.
no. I want to tell you, Ralph, and get this off my conscience, honestly. You see, Ralph, Mother wasn't the only one who thought that you'd forgotten my birthday. You left the house this morning and didn't say anything about it, and came back again tonight. Well, I thought you'd forgotten it, too, and I was awfully hurt. Then, when I saw not just a present, but such a beautiful, gorgeous present as this, well, I was awful ashamed of myself, and I feel about this small, Ralph. Imagine me doubting a wonderful husband like you. Now, what was it you wanted to tell me about the watch?
It's waterproof. You gotta help me. You gotta help me. This is a matter of life and death. I don't want anybody to hear this. Listen to me. Listen to me. My whole future depends on this. You gotta help me.
Listen, will you calm down? There's no problem that can't be licked if you just think it out logically and calmly. That's all. And attack it seriously minded. And when the whole thing is over, you'll see that you're in no trouble. Now, what's your problem?
I need $100, Norton.
You are in trouble.
Norton, you gotta let me have it.
I ain't got $100. What do you want it for?
What do I want it for? Remember the gift I told you I got for the boss's daughter?
Yeah.
Well, I had it sent home. I forgot it was Alice's birthday. When the present got there, she thought it was hers. What am I going to do? I can't ask for the watch back from Alice. She'll never talk to me again. And if I don't have the watch tomorrow for the presentation, those guys are going to kill me. They didn't like the idea for the collection in the first place, you know.
Listen, just calm down. You're looking at the dark side of things all the time. Just supposing you tell the bus drivers the whole story. And when they listen to it, they'll probably see the humor in it. They'll laugh the whole thing off.
Laugh the whole thing off? What's the matter with you? Laugh the whole thing off. Did you see the picture with me on television last week where the Indians got a hold of General Custer? And they tied one leg to one horse and another leg to another horse. And then they told the horses to go? Yeah. Well, just come down to where I work tomorrow and see it done with buses.
Oh, you are in trouble. You are in trouble.
What am I going to do?
Hey, wait a minute. I got an idea. Supposing you tell Alice tomorrow you want to take the watch down to the jeweler's and get it inscribed. See? So you get down there to the bus depot and you just present the watch to the boss's daughter.
And what do I tell Alice and her mother when I get home without the watch?
Very simple. On the way to the jeweler's, you tell them that you was held up by a stick-up man. He took the watch away from you.
You think Alice's mother's going to believe that? She's the original lie detector. She's as trusting as Duncan Hines in an army mess hall.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ralph. I thought it was a good idea.
But wait a minute. What? Listen, suppose Alice sees me get held up. She's a witness to it. She's got to believe it then, doesn't she?
What's your plan?
Suppose some guy comes over and holds us up tonight when we're home, and he takes the watch.
What good would that do? You're still out of watch.
You don't understand. It doesn't have to be a real burglar. He can be a friend of mine. Then he steals the watch from Alice. I meet him later. He gives it to me, and he clears me the whole thing.
Oh.
She'll never know the difference. The only trouble is Alice knows all my friends.
Hey, wait a minute. How about one of my friends, one of the guys that works with me down the sewer? Alice doesn't know any of them. And I got just the one, too. He owes me a favor anyway, and he's an amateur actor. He could do the whole job beautifully. His name is Henry Becker.
Get him on the phone.
Yeah. Muhammad don't go to the mountain. We'll take the mountain to Henry Becker. Hello there, Henry. All right, this is Norton, yeah. One of your co-workers at the bank. He's on a party line. He don't want his neighbors to know where he works. Henry? Yeah, this is Norton. Hey, remember you owe me a favor? The time I saved you from drowning in the small loans department? Well, you can pay me back now. Well, it has something to do with a pal of mine named Ralph Cramden. Look, I'll tell you what you do. Meet me in about a half an hour in front of 358 Chauncey Street. I'll explain the whole thing to you. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks, pal. Well, I'll go home and set the stage. You wait in front of the house. As soon as this guy shows up, you send him upstairs.
Okay.
And by the way, Norton, this only proves what I've said time and time again. There's no spot too tight for me to get out of.
And how come I always have to go into the phone booth and make the call?
Come on, will you, with the phone booth?
Hello, Harry? This is Joe. Harry, can I borrow your car tonight? I got a little job I want to pull. No, I can handle it alone. It only come to about $100, but it's too beautiful to miss. This guy actually wants to be held up. If he ain't, he'll be unhappy. Yeah, it's a riot. I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, thanks. So, I see you have your watch on.
Oh, yes. It's just beautiful, Ralph. Hey, Ralph, now that since it's my birthday, why don't we go out somewhere tonight? Maybe do a movie or something.
Oh, no. Let's stay around here and spend a quiet evening at home. You know, just you, me, and watch.
Well, anything you say, Ralph. I can't argue with a wonderful husband who'd bring me a beautiful present like this.
Will you stop with that watch?
Oh, all right, Ralph. Anything you say. You haven't seen the rest of my presents, Ralph. They're on the bed. Why don't you go in and take a look? Oh, just a minute.
Oh, Mrs. Cramden.
Oh, Officer Callahan, is there anything wrong?
No, nothing wrong, Mrs. Cramden. I was just going through the building selling tickets for the policeman's ball.
Oh, well, I guess we can afford to. How much are they?
Same as last year, $1.50 each.
Okay, just a minute. 2, 3. There you go.
Thank you very much,
You're
Mrs.
very
Cramden.
welcome. I was just having some coffee. Would you like a cup?
Well, it is a kind of a cold night out.
Sit down.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Ralph, give me a new cup.
Hey, Callahan.
Hi, Ralph.
Callahan, what are you doing here?
Well, I just dropped by to sell some tickets to policeman's ball. Your wife was kind enough to ask me to have a cup of coffee.
Oh, well, hurry up and drink up your coffee. Got to get out and sell those tickets. The ball isn't far off.
Oh, I got enough time. Besides, I'm bushed. You know, I'm so tired I could sit here for an hour.
An hour? You can't stay here for an hour, Callahan.
What's the matter with you, Ralph?
There's nothing the matter with
Somebody
me.
was at the door.
What door?
I heard somebody knocking at the door.
I bet you thought you heard somebody then, too.
I heard it too, Ralph.
There's nobody at the door, Callahan. Besides, if there was anybody at the door, we wouldn't let him in because we have company. A policeman is having a cup of coffee with us. An officer of the law is having a little coffee here. Policeman is having coffee.
Will you get out of the way and let me open that door?
Now, don't offer any resistance. He's desperate.
How do you do? I'm selling tickets for the policeman's ball.
I think you're a little late, McPhail. I already sold a couple of tickets to the Cramptons.
Oh, well.
I heard about the other
That's
side,
fine.
So
Well,
long, Ralph. I'll see you
Bye.
again.
So long.
Goodbye, Mrs. Crampton.
That's fine.
All right, Ralph. Now, would you mind telling me why you're acting like this tonight?
I'm not acting like anything. I want to spend a quiet evening at home with my wife on her birthday, that's all.
Oh. Ralph, I got a present from Mother that you haven't seen. A beautiful dress. I'll put it on and show it to you.
All right, hurry up, will you? Alice, somebody's at the door. All right.
This is a stick-up.
Oh, why don't you stop? What is that coming in here, all right? Get out. You gotta make this thing look real. Come in and say, reach for the sky, or this heater is gonna talk. That's what you call a gun, a heater.
Oh.
Don't point it at the floor. Point it at me.
Look, Mac, let's get the comedy over and get this thing over with.
All right. Now, look. If you just take a wristwatch, she's going to think this is phony. So you got to take some other things.
Yeah, that ain't a bad idea.
Now you're getting the idea. Now, look, in the sugar bowl, there's some money. Take that, too.
Yeah. Well, you think that's enough to convince her? Ain't you got something else I can take, too?
All right, you take my wristwatch, too, on your way out. Now, look, get outside. Now, I'll give you the cue. I'll call her out here. When I say it looks like rain, you come flying in, and reach for the sky. And don't knock. A burglar never knocks on a door.
Okay.
Come in.
But make it snappy.
Will you get outside? Alice, are you near ready now?
Yeah, look, Ralph. What do you think?
Very nice. It looks like rain.
What?
Whoa!
All right, this is a stick-up.
What? Here, don't say anything. He looks very dangerous.
All right, lady, give me that watch.
Oh, no, you don't. Not my birthday
Give him
present.
the watch. You insane or something? He's
I'm
dangerous.
not giving him this watch.
Give him the
What
watch.
are you doing?
Hey, you want us to get us killed or something?
All right, stay there, you two.
I'm not moving. I'm staying right
Don't
here.
make
Watch
a
me.
move.
I'm standing stock still. Not moving. Staying right here, pal. I'm not moving. Alice, don't move. Please don't move. He's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Don't move, honey. Don't. What's the matter with you? What did you knock him gold for?
What are you standing there for? Call the police.
What do we need the police for?
Are you crazy? I'm going to go up to Trixie's and telephone the police. Now, you take this. If he looks like he's coming to, just
All right,
bash him
hurry up.
again with-
Yeah. Oh, you dope. Come on. Wake up. Get out of here. The police are coming. Get out of here. Wait a minute, you dope. Wait a minute. Here. Boy. Last time I'll ever listen to Norton. He's got a friend that's an amateur actor. Amateur is right. Come in. All right, reach for the sky or I'm going to start off with a heater. Who are you?
I'm Henry Becker. I'm supposed to hold somebody up here.
I know how you feel, Ralph. I feel the same way. Almost broke my heart to lose that watch. Especially knowing you've been saving your nickels and dimes all year to buy it for me. But you can't keep this up, Ralph. Why don't you go in and try and get some sleep? You've got to go to work in the morning.
Oh, I wanted to tell you about that. I don't think I'm ever going to go back to that job again.
What?
Well, I need a change, Alice. I've been driving a bus for 14 years. Another job will do me good, you know. And I think I got the job, too. I was reading in the paper the other day. They need welders in Arabia.
Welders in Arabia?
Yes, they're all going out there.
What are you talking about, Ralph?
There's no sense lying to you. You'll only find out the truth tomorrow when the lynch mob gets here from the bus company. That watch, it's not yours. The guys made a collection up down there. I had an idea that we should give the boss's daughter a wedding present. They chipped in almost $100, and I got the watch for them. I forgot your birthday. Didn't even remember it. That's only part of some of the things I did. Can't tell you the rest of them because you won't even talk to me.
Ralph, you mean that... Come in.
Hi, Ralph. Miss Crabtree, I got great news for you. We caught the crook who stole your watch. That was a pretty good description you give us.
You got the watch back?
That's right.
Callahan, I love you.
That's
the finest in the blue.
That's nice of you to say, Crabtree, and always nice to hear.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Callahan.
Good night, folks.
Well, we got the watch back, Alice. We got it back.
Here you are, Ralph. Now you can go to work tomorrow.
It's your watch. You don't think for 1 minute that I'd take that watch away from you now, do you? After I saw how much you like it? You must have some small opinion of me. Whatever's going to happen to me tomorrow will happen, that's all. I'll walk in there. Doesn't make any difference to me what they do to me, Alice. I don't want to do anything to you. I want you to be happy. So, all right. So I go there, and a couple of guys beat me up. So what? So they fracture my skull. I don't care about that. Could I have the watch back, Alice?
Is it your spumoni, Miss Lewis? Your spumoni?
Oh, thank you, Frank.
You school of teachers, you just all alike, all the same. You get lost in the book and you never hear anything.
What?
Enjoy your spumoni.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Ralph. Hello. What are you going to eat tonight, Ralph?
Well, let me have a pizza with some Pachamatas mozzarella sauce on it.
Hey, Ralph. You had a pizza after your supper on your way to bowling.
Yeah. That's right. I'm on a diet, too. I'll tell you what. Let me have one of those special sandwiches.
All right, the one special. Are you on the same thing, Ed?
No, that's not enough for me. That won't hold me. Better give me one of those extra special sandwiches.
Right away.
Hey, don't we know that guy?
I don't. Maybe you do. I don't know.
Remember that face from someplace. Herman. Herman Gruber. I used to go to school with him in grammar school.
Oh.
Hey, Herman. Remember me? Ralph Cramden? We used to go to school together.
Ralph Cramden? From PS 73?
Yeah.
I'd have never known you.
Hiya, Herman.
You sure changed.
I did?
Yeah. You lost a lot of weight since then. I still got our old class picture.
Yeah?
You were in the first row.
That's right.
In the first row? You must have been the first row. Let me introduce myself. I'm Ed Norton. Glad to know you.
It's a pleasure.
Come on, pal. Sit down with us, Herman.
Hey, sure you don't mind.
Come on.
Oh,
sit down, pal. We got a lot of catching up to do. Well, what's going on, Herm?
I'm in a hardware game.
Yeah?
And you?
Oh, I'm associated with the Gotham Bus Company.
Oh. You work for the bus company, too?
No, I don't. I'm a senior supervisor in subterranean sanitation.
work in a sewer.
That's right.
Yeah, in a manner of speaking.
Ralph, are you married?
Sure, I'm married. Be 14 years this March. You know the girl I married. Alice Gibson. Remember?
Yeah. That pretty one with the red hair.
Yeah, that's right.
Lucky fella.
Oh, that's a small sandwich. That's mine.
All right, Ed, what are you going to...
Now,
How about you? What are you going to have?
I'll just have a cup of coffee.
Come on, Frank, with a sandwich, will you?
say, tell me something. Did you get married?
Nah.
No?
How come you look so sad?
Pay no attention to him. Believe me, if you get the right girl, it's wonderful to be married.
Oh, you don't have to sell me. I want to get married.
I don't get it. If you want to get married, why don't you get married?
I just don't know where to find any girls.
Hey, listen, Herman, you can't find any girls. That means you don't know what girls look like. The girls everywhere, all over the place. For instance, right over there. Look at that. How about her over there, sitting at the table there?
I don't know anything about her.
Look, listen, you're afraid, you're nervous. Just give me a few seconds. I'll tell you everything in the world there is to know about it.
Why don't you stop? If he wants to know about the girl, I'll tell him about it. I happen to be a very good judge of people. I handle 200 or 300 people on a bus every day. See now, she's obviously a secretary. She's about 28 years old.
I shall now acquaint you with the true facts of the case. That girl is not a day over 26. She's a school teacher. I think she teaches the 7th grade.
I suppose you're going to tell us her name is Ruth or something.
No, I think she looks more like a Hildegard.
Is that beautiful? A Hildegard. You'll be all right.
Come on, Frank, will you, with a sandwich?
I have to work on yours still.
Wait a minute, Frank. Do you know that girl over there?
What do I?
She been coming in here since she was this big.
Yeah?
It's hard to believe that she's already now 26 years old. She's a school teacher. My boy Tommy is in her class, 7th grade. She's a one fine girl, that Hildegard.
Don't smirk. Don't smirk. You know it.
Anything I would say now would only be rubbing it in.
You don't know her.
I don't know her. I never laid eyes on her before in my life. If you happen to doubt my veracity, I'm willing to submit to a lie detector test.
Ed, you certainly know all about women.
You can say that again. Now listen, all you go over and make an acquaintance. Me? Certainly, all you gotta go over is strike up a conversation with a girl. Talk about something she's interested in. Oh. Look, you know she's a school teacher. Talk to her about recess.
I couldn't talk to any girl I never been introduced to.
Look, all you gotta use the direct approach. Just for example, make believe that she is dying to meet you. I'll show you how.
Sit down. If you want to make an impression on it, do it my way. The casual approach. The dashing, debonair, devil-may-care attitude. First you catch your eye, then you make an impression on her. You start a conversation, you say something witty. Watch this. Ahem to her. Hardy har. Hum, hum, hum. Pardon me, could I borrow the sugar?
I got to admit, Ralph, that's a very witty line about borrowing the sugar.
I accomplished something, didn't I?
Yes, you did. We now got 2 sugar bowls.
It's only the beginning. Now that she's aware of me, I make the impression. Watch this. I'll tell you.
Oh, look what you've done. You've ruined my dress.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Ralph, accidents will happen. Hildegard, I got a spot to remove in the kitchen. You're going to come right over. Come on.
I'm very sorry, madam.
Ralph, I will say this. That's a very good approach if you happen to own a dry cleaning establishment.
Just so happens I ran into a little hard luck. I had her eye, all right. She just had to be clumsy and spill the coffee, that's all.
Look.
Don't worry, I'll get a girl for you.
Fellas, I appreciate all you're trying to do, but let's forget it.
It's no trouble at all. I said I'd get you the girl to marry, and I will. Now, first of all, let's go about this in the right way. What kind of a guy are you? You're quiet, you're easygoing, you're generous, you're considerate. You're the kind of a guy that would appreciate the things that a wife would do for you. Now, who do I know would want a husband like that?
How about Alice?
I'll thank you to shut up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Ralph, how about Alice? Doesn't she have any girlfriends I could meet?
Herman, don't ever mention to my wife that you're looking for a girl to get married to. Don't ever do that. She's got two cousins. One is named Bessie, and the other is named Gertrude. The family's been trying to get them married off for 10 years. They gave up on Bessie. Now they're concentrating on Gertrude.
I know that Gertrude. That's the prettier one. That's the one that looks like Abraham Lincoln.
Don't say a word to Alice about me getting him a girl to get married to.
I won't say nothing.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Who's that girl that used to work behind the cigar store? Behind the cigar counter in that drugstore. You know, she's a friend of Trixie's.
Oh, yeah. Evelyn Fensterblau.
Fensterblau? Get her number. We'll call her up right now. This is the one. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. What's the number?
Fensterman. Fensterhurst 60099.
Fensterhurst 60099. Fensterhurst 60099. I'll handle it, Herman. Hello, Evelyn? Hello, Evelyn. This is Ralph Cramden. Ralph Cramden. I used to come into Harris's drugstore when you worked behind a cigar counter. Ralph Cramden. No, not exactly. A little pudgy, maybe. Yeah, that's right, Ralph Cramden. That's right. Listen, Evelyn, what are you doing tomorrow night? Evelyn. She hung up.
Why would you do that for?
Hey, maybe she thought I was asking her for a date. I gotta call the dope back.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought of the girl. Very good choice. Who was that dame that you introduced me to down at the bus company office there? The one
Charlotte department. Charlotte Stadelman. She's perfect for you, too. She just broke up with a boyfriend. She'll be ready to go, hoot and howl. Stadelman.
Evergreen 42598.
Green 42598. Green. This one is a doozy. Oh, hello, Charlotte. Ralph Cramden. Fine, Charlotte. Listen, I'll tell you why I called. I'm with a friend of mine. He's a very good friend of mine. As a matter of fact, we went to school together. Yeah, he's a little lonesome sort, you know. And he was asking me about if I knew any girls he could keep company with or something. And I know you just broke up with your boyfriend, and I figured maybe you'd like to meet him. Well, wait a minute. I'll introduce him to you. Wait a second. Herman, this is Charlotte. Charlotte, this is Herman. Get on.
Hello, Charlotte.
There you are. How's that? Nice voice, huh? Well, how about a date with him? How about tomorrow night? All right, I'll have him pick you up at your apartment. 8:30 tomorrow night. Okay, Charlotte. Wait a minute. I'll have him say goodnight to you. Say goodnight to Charlotte.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Nice talking to you.
So long, Charlotte.
Well, how about that? You made a date for yourself. And you thought you couldn't do it.
I don't know how to thank you.
Nothing at all. She's really something, too. I'm telling you.
Well, I gotta be going now.
Okay,
I gotta press my blue suit for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Charlotte's address?
Her name is Charlotte Stadelman. It's in the telephone book.
Okay. Thanks again, fellas.
It's okay, Herb.
All right. So long. That's a lot.
So long, pal. Well, I did it again.
Hey, now, I was just thinking, Ralph. It's all right for you to play Cupid, but don't ever stop dressing like him, huh?
You're very humorous. Very humorous. You know something?
There's something sad about a guy like him. You know, all alone, no girlfriend or nothing. Goes home to a furnished room by himself. Poor guy. You know, we don't know how lucky we are. That we got wives like Alice and Trixie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow night? When I come home from work, I'm going to buy her the biggest bouquet of roses I can find.
It won't hurt a bit.
You can say that again.
Hey, Frank, how about that sandwich?
Right away, coming.
What is that, an alligator?
You want anything else, Ed?
I'll let you know after I finish this. That does it, Ralph. That does it. I'm not coming back here. I'll take my trade to some other establishment. I'm through coming here.
You're not coming back. Why?
No. What? What's the matter? What's the matter? No Peugeot! No Peugeot!
Nothing. Well, you don't sound like your usual self. Really, it's nothing. All right, Trixie, now come on, out with it. What's troubling you? You're acting as nervous as a cat.
Yeah, I am. Oh, well, the truth is, I've had something on my mind all day. It's about a girlfriend of mine. Oh, well, who? Oh, well, that part's not important, Alice, but this girlfriend has been married for a long time, and it always seemed like a good marriage. Oh, well, they had their fights, but they patched it up, and she never had any reason to doubt him. But today, in the beauty parlor, I heard that he's chasing after girls.
Oh, Trixie, now, you know enough not to put any stock in anything you hear in a beauty parlor.
Oh, it's pretty definite. He even called a girl I know and tried to make a date with her.
Oh, well, that's different. I suppose what's worrying you is whether or not to tell the wife.
Yeah, because there's no telling how long he's been carrying on, and goodness knows he's had plenty of opportunity. He goes out a couple of nights a week. Says he's going bowling and to his lodge meeting and excuses like that.
Trixie, is this friend of yours somebody that you and I both know quite well? Now, Trixie, you're worrying yourself over nothing. Ed would never do a thing like that.
Ed, I'm talking about Ralph.
Ralph?
Yeah.
My Ralph?
Yeah.
Oh, Trixie, you're crazy.
Well, I wish I were, but this girl he called Alice, you even know her. Remember down at the corner drugstore, Evelyn Fensterblau? She was the blonde.
Oh, well, it can't be. It just can't be. You gotta be wrong, Trix.
Oh, I hope I am, Alice, but there's some things you just gotta face. Now tell me, has Ralph been acting any different lately?
What do you mean?
Well, I know men, and when they feel guilty, they act different. They become considerate and attentive. They bring candy and flowers.
Well, if that's the way men act when they're guilty, believe me, Ralph has got the clearest conscience in the whole world. He's been grumpy, grouchy, and he hasn't brought me flowers in over 5 years.
Trix, hi, Alice.
Oh, hi, Ed.
Where's Ralph? Any home yet?
No, not yet.
He's probably out with some blonde. What's the matter with you two girls? Lose your sense of humor?
Be quiet, Ed. Alice has problems.
What's the matter, Alice?
Never mind, Ed.
What?
It's so ridiculous, I don't mind telling you what it is. Somebody said that Ralph is running after other women.
Who said that about Ralph?
Trixie heard it in the beauty parlor.
I didn't know Ralph went to the beauty parlor.
Ed, I heard it.
Oh, you heard it in the beauty parlor. Oh, boy, the gossip that goes on in the beauty parlor is a menace to society. Trixie, I hereby declare that beauty parlor off limits. I'll put you on home permanence. It's hint hair from here on in. I want to tell you, Alice, that the rumors you heard about Ralph are ridiculous.
Thank you, Ed.
I know that boy. He's true blue. Probably nobody knows him better than I do. Boy, many's the time we're standing on the street corner, a good-looking girl goes by. You know, I give it a once-over. Not Ralph, boy. Can't even see it. He's just standing there. Sometimes we go bowling, you know, there's a good-looking chick in the next alley there. I kid around with her. No, not Ralph, boy. Concentrating on the bowling. You don't even know she's there. I'll tell you, for every 10 girls that I throw the charm on, Ralph, he don't... What am I doing to myself? You can go back to the beauty parlor.
Yeah, I want to have a little
I gotta go upstairs. I'll see you later.
Listen, Alice, I'm sure that Ed is right about Ralph, and I take an oath I'll never listen to beauty parlor gossip again.
Well, thanks for your concern, Trix.
Now cheer up, and I'll see you later.
Hello, my darling sweetheart face. Here you are. A little token of my esteem and love to the most wonderful wife in the world. I see you look of amazement. And I don't wonder that you register a look of amazement. This is something I should have done many a time before.
Ralph, what made you decide to bring flowers home today?
I've been thinking, Alice. I've been thinking how wonderful it is to have a trusting and loving wife like you. And from now on, things are going to be different. Every night I have off from bowling, every night I have off from the lodge, I'm taking you out and we're really living it up.
Oh, really?
Of course, it can't start next week, this living up. I got the bowling tournament all next week, and then the week after that, we got the executive meetings at the lodge. But right after that...
Is this lodge a redhead or a blonde?
No, it's the Raccoon Lodge, the Redhead Lodge. What are you talking about, the Redhead Lodge?
What would you tell me, Ralph?
What are you talking about? Alice, you're sick.
Don't you dare come near me, Ralph.
What's the matter with you?
There is nothing wrong with me, Ralph. But I'm going to give you a chance to tell me something, Ralph, and I want you to be honest. You've got to tell me the truth.
All right. I took the money out of the bread box. I'll put it back. Come on, you don't have to cry, Alice. It was only 3 cents.
I know all about you. You've been taking out other women.
Will you stop crying? It sounded like you said, I know all about you taking out other women.
That's just what I said, Ralph.
Who, me? What's the matter? You nuts or something? I wouldn't even look at another woman.
I got proof, Ralph. Everybody's talking about it down in the beauty parlor.
The beauty parlor? Well, that's just fine. Go ahead, believe the beauty parlor. Don't take the word of your faithful husband. Believe those gossiping dames down there. Go ahead. Well, you know something? They're right. They're right, Alice. Every night I'm out hooting and howling and... I'm having a ball going all over. Taking cabs across the street, spending money. And I don't only stop at night. I'm on a job during the day, too. I don't even pick up a passenger unless she's a pretty girl between 19 and 25. And I don't charge them any fare either, just a little kiss. That's all. They want to transfer, they give me a little hug. And on the front of the bus, they don't have Madison Avenue. They have this bus for lovers only. That's what they have on the bus.
You tried to make a date last night, Ralph. You called Evelyn that blonde that used to work in the drugstore.
The blonde?
What's funny about it?
You're gonna kill me. Well, what's funny about it, sit down and I'll tell you. And when I finish, you'll laugh too. Listen, last night I'm on my way home from bowling. Norton and I stopped in a pizzeria. Now, no sooner do I get in there, I meet a friend of mine called Herman. You remember him, Herman Grubble?
No, I don't.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. Anyway, Herman's still single. We got to talking. Why doesn't he get married? He said he didn't have a girl. So I said, well, I'll get you a girl. I started to think of all the girls I knew that were single.
So her name came to my mind. I called her up. I said, what are you doing tomorrow night? And she hung up on me. Well, I was just about to call the dope back when Norton says, I got another one. And he mentioned this girl, Charlotte Stadelman, that works at the office with me. Well, anyway, before I could call her back, I called this other girl and got Herman a date with this Charlotte. See how rumors start? Isn't that a riot?
I'm not laughing.
That's the truth. I don't have to defend myself. That's the truth. I could call Norton down here right now. He could prove every word I just told you. But I'm not going to defend myself, Alice. I don't have to. I don't have to call Norton. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. Norton! Come on down here. I'm not getting mad at this. I'm not getting mad at it. This might be a blessing in disguise. From here on in, you'll take the word of a faithful husband. Can I be of service? You certainly can. Will you kindly tell Alice everything that happened last night? Everything. Don't leave out a thing.
All right. Alice, last night we went bowling. We come straight home.
Tell her about the pizzeria.
Oh, yeah. We made one stop at the pizzeria, then we come straight home. Tell her about Herman. We don't know any Herman.
Honest, Alice.
You two should have rehearsed your stories before you got home.
Alice. I'd like to give you one. Why you tell her about Herman?
Are you crazy? If I'd have told her about Herman, that would have made her think of her cousin Gertrude. Then you'd be in big trouble.
Who cares about it?
I don't understand it. She told me not to mention it.
Look, she thinks those calls I made to those girls last night was for me, that I wanted a date.
Oh, so that's how that scuttlebutt in the beauty parlor started. Let me go in there and tell her about Herman.
It's no use now. She'll think I coached you. I gotta figure some excuse to tell her some real reason so she'll believe me that it wasn't my fault and I have no date with anybody.
Why don't you get a hold of Herman?
That's it. He's got a date with her tonight. I'll go over her house, bring the two of them over here, and they can tell Alice.
All right.
Sure. The least she could have done was to believe me.
Now, wait a minute. When you're in this frame of mind, just think what we heard the guy say on television last week. Sic transit gloria mundi. Alice?
I don't want to hear another word from you or Ralph.
Ralph went out. All I wanted.
Will you please leave me alone, Ed?
Okay.
Alice, don't do anything foolish.
Oh, it's not what you think, Trix. It's just some old clothes that I promised to take over the church for their rummage sale tomorrow night.
But the suitcase.
Well, it's the easiest way to carry the clothes. And besides, I want to get out of this house for a while. I just want to get away somewhere where I can think.
Alice, I just found out something important. I spoke to Grace at the beauty parlor, and it turns out that all Ralph said to Evelyn was, "What are you doing tomorrow night?" And she hung up on him.
Hung up on him?
Well, Ralph never had a chance to say anything, so you see, he could have been calling about something entirely innocent.
It was innocent, just like Ralph said. Yeah. He was trying to get a date for Herman. Oh, it all adds up now. Oh, Trixie, I feel terrible.
Hey, where is Ralph?
He went out. He was awful mad, and I don't blame him. Gosh, I wish he'd come back so I could apologize and explain to him, but, gee, if I know Ralph, it'll be some time before he blows off all that steam.
Why don't you take the clothes down the rummage sale? It'll give you something to do, and when you get back, Ralph will be here. Oh, Alice, I feel awful. If I'd kept my mouth shut, none of this would have happened.
Oh, no, Trixie, it was just as much my fault as it was yours. But it should have taught both of us a lesson not to listen to rumors anymore.
Yeah.
Just believe what you only see with your own two eyes.
Oh, you're so right. I guess we're both guilty of being very inconsiderate with our husbands. You know, I always said that Ed was very inconsiderate. And do you know what he did a minute ago? No. He ran downstairs and bought me a bunch of flowers.
Perfect for you, Charlotte. Thanks. I knew it was me as soon as I saw it.
Gee, I wonder what this Herman's like. I'm always so wary of blind dates.
Me, too. But the way this Ralph Cramden, who works down my place, talked about him, he sounds real nice. And the mood I'm in, anything will be an improvement on Mike.
Oh, it's a shame about Mike. He'd be fine for you if he just wasn't so jealous and that terrible temper.
Yeah, I just couldn't take it anymore. Hello? Mike, I thought we settled this. I can't see you. No, I don't have a date. I'm going to bed early. Mike, I don't care if you are just around the corner. You can't come up. Mike, no, I am not going out. And for the last time, I don't want to see you anymore. We're through. Goodbye.
You should have told him you had another date.
Oh, sure, and have him come up here and tear the place apart? It's better he should think I'm going to bed early.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Say, don't you think your suede shoes would look better with that dress?
I think you're right. I'll change him. Oh, and Ethel, do you have a nice handkerchief I could borrow?
Oh, sure. This one's real pretty.
Your name's embroidered on it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it is on.
I'll find one.
Okay.
You know, Ethel, I think this Herman's going to turn out to be tall, slender, and very good-looking.
Well, I don't know. From my experience with blind dates, he's not going to be any of those things. As a matter of fact, I'll bet you a quarter he's on the pudgy side.
Okay, Ethel, it's a quarter bet.
How do you do? Is Charlotte home?
Yes, I'll call her. Charlotte, your date's here, and put a quarter on my dresser.
Wait a minute. I'm not a date. I'm Ralph Cramden.
Ralph, what are you doing
Charlotte,
here?
look, you gotta help me out. You gotta do me a favor.
What?
You gotta come over to my house and explain to my wife that I didn't call you last night for a date with me, that it was for a date with Herman. She thinks that I called you for a date with me.
What a shame, Ralph. Sure, as soon as Herman gets here, we'll come right over.
Well, where's Herman now?
We should be here any minute.
Hey, that's Herman.
Yeah. Wait a minute. It's only 8:30. I mean, Herman isn't supposed to be here till 8:30. It's 8:15. Got a feeling it's... Who is it?
Charlotte, I gotta see you.
It's Mike.
Who's Mike?
The fellow I just broke off with. We've got to get rid of him before Herman comes, or there'll be trouble, and then we'll never get to your house. He's even liable to think that you're my date. He's insanely jealous, Ralph.
Wait a minute. I'm in your apartment with a jealous ex-boyfriend? I can't explain this to Alice. I'm getting out of here.
You can't leave. What are we going to do?
Well, let's tell him Ralph's my date.
Good idea. That's it.
Just like I thought. What are you doing here? Who are you?
All right,
I asked you before, what are you doing here?
He came to see me. He's my boyfriend.
Oh, yeah? Your boyfriend? Then how come she's all dressed and ready to go out?
I'm not going out. This is just a new dress I was showing them.
It's a very nice dress. Well, good night, everybody.
All right, boyfriend. How long have you two known each other?
3 months.
4 years.
One says 4 years, the other says 3 months.
Well, when you're as much in love as I am, 4 years seems like 3 months.
Ralph, you say the sweetest thing.
I don't think you ever saw her before tonight.
What are you talking about? I've been going for 4 years with this girl.
4 years, and you call her this girl?
Of mine. This girl of mine.
I don't even think you know her name.
What do you mean I don't know the name of this girl?
Mike, what are you driving at?
I'll tell you what I'm driving at. I think he's your date, that's what.
What do you mean I date? I'm this girl of mine's boyfriend.
What's her name?
Ralph, I dropped my handkerchief.
Oh, hey,
For the last time, what's her name?
Ralph, my handkerchief.
What's the matter with you with the handkerchief? Oh, Ethel. Ethel. Well, so long, Ethel. I have to go now. It's nice seeing you all. Don't forget, as soon as Herman comes, he's to come over to my house. Bye. It's been nice. So long, Mike.
Bye, Ralph. He's awfully sweet. A little eccentric.
Eccentric? You can say that again. Now, look, Charlotte, as long as you got that pretty dress on, why don't you change your mind? Come out with me tonight,
I
huh?
don't want to go out. I'm going to bed. I have to get up very early in the morning.
Okay.
I was just going to push the bell. Is Charlotte Stadelman and...
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Herman Gruber. I got a date with her.
Would you mind stepping out in the hallway for a minute, pal, huh?
Hiya, Norton. Oh? Norton, you were looking at the hard luck champion of the world. All I had to do was to get Charlotte and Herman to come over here and explain to Alice instead what happened. I run into a jealous boyfriend. I was lucky to get out of there with my life. Why do the simplest things I try to do turn into problems?
I got a problem too, Ralph. I can't solve it. Let's say you were standing at the window, you look out the window, you see somebody walking down the street with a suitcase. What does that mean?
What does it mean? It means they packed a suitcase and they're going away, they're leaving. What are you bothering me with riddles for? I gotta figure a way out of this mess before Alice gets back.
You'll have plenty of time.
What are you talking about?
I can't tell you. I couldn't even tell Trixie.
Norton, is it about Alice? Come on now, Norton.
Ralph, from now on, you can go bowling every night.
The suitcase. The suitcase? Alice is gone. How could you look at Alice going down the street with a suitcase without doing something?
Well, the suitcase didn't look too heavy. The subway's only 1 block.
She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. She's walked out with my life. Well, there's nothing left for me now. In the morning, I'll go to work without a goodbye kiss. Come home at night without any greeting. Sit down to supper.
There'll be no supper.
This place, everything in it reminds me of her. Potatoes she peels. Frigidaire she fixes. Floor she scrubs. Dishes she washes. Norton, why did she leave me?
You just gave 4 good reasons.
Everything in this place reminds me of it. The bureau reminds me of it, the chairs, the tables. Norton, you can have all of this. All of it, it's yours. No charge, it's all yours. I gotta get it out of here. I don't want it around.
Well, I'll take it away for you, Ralph. I gotta charge you $10 for carting it away, though.
Here's a picture she had taken when we first met. Can't even look at it. Norton, there's only one way I can survive. I gotta put her out of my mind completely. You gotta do me a favor. Promise me you'll never mention her name again.
All right, if that's the way you want it.
It's the way I want it. It's the only thing I can do.
Listen, just don't get into a dark despair, will you? Who knows? Someday Matilda may come back.
Matilda?
Yeah, you told me not to mention Alice.
Will you please leave me alone?
Listen, it's not good for you to be alone. You'll torture yourself with thoughts that Alice left you, that she might meet another man, that a rich man that'll give her everything she wants, that she might never come back to you and...
Get out of here! Come in.
Ralph, I came over as quickly as I could. I want to straighten out things for you with your wife.
No use, Charlotte. My wife left me. Alice is gone.
What?
She walked out.
Oh, it's all that Mike's fault. If he hadn't come, well, Herman and I could have gotten over here soon enough to straighten things out for you. But just as soon as he came in, I was trying to get rid of Mike. Well, Herman came, and Mike gave him an awful punch.
Don't even mention Herman to me. He's the guy that started this whole thing.
I don't even know what happened to him.
Well, it wouldn't make any difference if you and Herman came over anyway. She's gone, and that's it.
But if you had some idea where she went, maybe we still could...
I just spotted Alice. She's on her way back. Hi, Alice.
Alice is coming back
to
to me?
here any minute, boy. It's a good thing that Charlotte's here now that she and Herman can explain the whole thing.
But Herman isn't here.
Hey, wait a minute. You're right. If my wife finds you here alone with me in this apartment, I'll never be able to explain that.
Gotta get about... Don't use the stairs, here.
Maybe I can explain it to her.
No, she won't believe you without Herman.
Come on, you better...
Look, I hate to do you, but this is the only way out.
The fire escape. Just get right out. That's it. Take it easy. Take it easy. Be careful. Wait a minute. Hold it.
What's going on here?
Now, wait a minute. Don't start jumping to conclusions. This is Charlotte Stadelman.
Yeah, well, wait until Evelyn Fensterblau finds out about her.
No, you don't understand. This is the girl that I got a date for with Herman.
That's true, Mrs. Cramden.
Where is Herman?
Well, Herman got in a mix-up. That's why he's
Listen, Ralph, I don't believe there is any such person as Herman, and now I'm really leaving you.
But wait a minute, Alice. Believe me, this is the date.
Hey, it's Herman.
Herman! Look, don't say anything. Just explain to my wife. Explain to my wife that I got you the date with Charlotte. It was for you. Go ahead.
Oh, Mrs. Cramden.
That isn't my wife. This is my wife.
Mrs. Cramden, Ralph got me a date with a girl named Charlotte, and when I got to the house, as soon as the door opened, somebody beat me up. And then I went to the drugstore to have my eye attended to, and then I came here.
Gee, Ralph, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to meet Charlotte.
Charlotte, Herman, Charlotte.
Oh, I'm awful glad to meet you. I'd love to take you out tonight, but I'm sorry I can't. I'm awful tired.
I understand. But would you like to take me home?
Sure.
Charlotte, I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, forget it. Good night, all.
Good night. Oh, and Ralph, thanks for everything. See, Alice, see? Isn't he true blue? You got a sweet cadet.
Gee, Ralph. Guess I have...
Don't she, Ralph me. Don't she, Ralph me! Don't she, Ralph me! Come here, Alice! Come here!
I love you.
Maybe this isn't a good thing to do.
It's your own fault, Ralph. If you hadn't lost your allowance playing pinochle, you wouldn't have to go through with it. Now, just sit down.
You don't have to rush it, do you?
Sit down.
Now, look, be a little careful with that thing, will you?
You can stop worrying. This isn't the first time I've cut hair, you know. When I was at home, I always used to cut my brother Frank's.
Doesn't make any difference with your brother Frank's hair. He never gets out of bed anyway.
There's a small hotel.
Look, Perry Como. Just stop the singing and cut the hair. And watch out with that scissors. One wrong move, I could lose an ear.
So what? The way you eat should grow another one.
Oh, you're a real riot.
Get the old ears lowered, eh, Ralph?
There's another riot just walked in. You know, you can save a lot of money having this done at home.
Yeah, I know. Don't give me that routine about saving a lot of money. I know why you don't go to the barber shop. They won't let you in there no more.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Your band. It takes 4 barbers to work on you.
4 barbers?
Yeah. Takes one to give him a haircut, 3 others to jack up the chair. Hey, I was only kidding. I'm all for that, to have your hair cut at home. Save you a lot of dough. Okay, I wanted to do it, but I didn't get no cooperation from Trixie.
Why not?
She just wouldn't let me cut her hair.
Well, this is going pretty good, Ralph.
How's it look in the back?
Fine. Now just turn your head around. I'll start on the side.
You will start on that, then I want to see how it looks in the back.
My head's stuck.
Don't get panicky.
What do you mean, don't get panicky? My head is stuck.
Just sit down. Just so happens I'm on a first aid squad in the sewer.
Now, come on.
We gotta find a dry spot to lay down.
Never mind a dry spot. Will you do something?
You just hold still a minute now. Don't get panicky.
Come on. What are you doing?
I'm warming up the old soup bone.
You're getting over with.
All right, hold still now. Attention. Eyes right.
Gee, thanks.
There you are. Good as
Now it's stuck on this side.
All right, Martin and Lewis, let me try it.
Now, be careful.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I was getting ready to wring your neck anyway, even if your head hadn't gotten stuck. Now, come on, sit down. I want to finish doing your hair.
There'll be no more haircut. I'm going down and have my hair cut by the barber and on your allowance.
That's a good idea. I'll go with you. I ain't seen the latest issue of Confidential yet.
Poor soul.
Norton, you're a doll.
Alice? Ed, where is Alice?
She's in the bedroom. What do you want?
Oh, Alice!
Why? What's all the excitement?
There's a phone call upstairs for Alice. It's that child adoption agency. It's about the baby.
Adoption agency? You mean they're going to get the baby?
I think so. Oh, isn't it wonderful, Ed? Alice! You know, it's been so long since they made their application that I thought the agency forgot all about them.
Boy, just think. My old pal Ralph, a daddy.
Yeah. Alice, will you hurry up?
Boy.
What's all the excitement about, Trix?
Alice, there's a phone call for you upstairs. It's that child adoption agency calling about the baby.
Oh, Trix.
Alice, go ahead and answer the phone.
You don't think they've turned us down?
No, listen, I don't think so. I tried to pump the man a little bit, and it sounds like everything is okay.
Oh, I got to tell Ralph.
No, come on, go upstairs. The man's waiting on the phone.
I'll tell Ralph. Open it to the
You
phone.
gotta come. All right, you tell him.
Yeah.
All right, come on, Norton.
Hey, wait a minute, no. Can't go right now. I got something important to tell you. Will you sit down, please?
Well, tell me on the way to the barber
I
shop.
can't do it. This is a big surprise. Now, will you please sit down?
The barber shop is going to close in a half hour,
Will
Norton.
you just sit down there and be patient?
All right, go ahead. What?
I got to tell you this my own way. Ralph, you and I have been friends for a pretty long time. I was just thinking that it's very...
Will you come on and tell me?
You just calm down. Let me tell you. That's
All right, well, tell me. Where's Alice?
Get a good... She's upstairs on the phone talking to the adoption agency. I think you're going to get the baby. Oh. Now get a good grip on yourself, because this is a surprise. It's a pleasant surprise. It's something that'll make you feel good and happy.
Look! What? How we getting the kid? How we getting the kid?
How'd you know about the kid?
You know what? I'm going to be a father. I'm going to be a father. Alice and I are going to be the parents of a baby. We wanted this more than anything in the world. Norton, me a father.
Congratulations, boy. It couldn't happen to a sweeter kid.
Boy, a father. A father. Boy, I'm going to do everything for that kid, Norton. I'll take him to the zoo. I'll let him watch parades. Take him to baseball games.
Yeah.
When he starts to grow up, I'll teach him how to bowl. Every night it'll be him and I. Me and my son.
Ain't going to forget about me, are you?
Of course not, Norton. You'll be with us, too. As a matter of fact, you are liable to be his godfather.
Thanks, Ralph.
Where is Alice? I go up there, but I'm afraid. We got to get the kid a name.
Yeah. Oh, hey. I think I got an idea. How about Edward?
Nah, that's nothing. I got it. I'll name him Ralph Cramden.
Ralph?
After me.
Oh, isn't that going to be a little confusing with 2 Ralph Cramdens in a family?
Of course not. My father's name was Ralph Cramden. There was no confusion. They just called us Little Ralph and Big Ralph.
Who was your father, Little Ralph?
Boy, oh boy.
That kid. I want you to know something, Norton. That kid's gonna get everything. He's gonna have it better than I got it.
He's got it better than you right now. At least they got a phone at the adoption agency.
He's gonna get everything he wants, but he's not gonna be spoiled. That's the trouble today. Kids are spoiled. Yeah. Parents and grandparents giving kids money to do things. 20 cents to brush their teeth, 15 cents to eat their cereal. Yeah. You know how much it costs to get a kid to wash behind his ears? 25 cents an ear. All I know is there wasn't anything like that when I was a kid. I didn't get any money for doing anything. They just told me to do it, and I did it. That's how it's going to be with my kid, too. He's not going to bribe to be good. He's going to be just like I was, good for nothing.
I agree with you absolutely 100%. You know, there's an old saying that expresses it so well at this time. Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Exactly.
Oh, then there's that other one that's always given me comfort. There's a broken heart for every light on Broadway. Or you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Now, what has that got to do with a baby? Alice, isn't it sensational? Please, what are you looking so glum about? What do you mean, please, Ralph? Will somebody tell me what's going on? The baby belongs to me, too. I thought it was good news.
It was at first, Ralph. The adoption agency on the phone saying our references had been approved and everything else had been okayed.
Well, so what's wrong?
They're sending somebody over here tomorrow, Ralph. They want to see our home. They want to see the kind of environment that the child is going to be raised in.
Well, so what? So they send a guy over from the agency? He looks at the furniture? He looks at the apartment?
And we won't get the baby.
Gee, Alice.
No use, Ralph.
Oh, gee, I'm awful sorry, Ralph.
I don't know what to say, Ralph. I feel almost...
Alice! Come out of there! Come out! And stop crying. We're going to get that kid.
Well, what do you mean, Ralph?
Well, they're not going to be here tomorrow, are they? We can fix this up by then to look like Buckingham Palace. Don't worry, we'll get that kid.
Yeah, you think it'll work?
Of course it'll work. I'll help you out, too, Ralph.
Me too.
Thanks, Norton. Thanks, Trix. Now, the first thing we got to do is get some furniture.
Borrow mine? I'll give you anything I got is yours right now.
Yeah.
Thanks, pal. Don't worry. We'll get that kid. And after we get him, I promise, no more crazy schemes. I'll save every cent I get. Then we'll really fix this place up to look beautiful. Now, look. By the time I finish here, when they come tomorrow to take a look at it, they'll think I'm Diamond Jim Brady, John D. Rockefeller, John Jacob Astor, all rolled up into one.
Throw in King Farouk and they could be right.
Ordinarily, I'd get mad at you for that, Norton, but nobody can steam me today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to go to work? Let's go.
We go.
Ralph, will you hurry up and get dressed? The woman from the adoption agency is going to be here any minute.
Will you stop yelling? I'm hurrying.
I'll hurry some more.
Ah, shut up. Where's my shoehorn?
It's in the bureau.
Well, where's the bureau?
Oh, that's right. It's up at Trixie's.
Never mind, I'll use a spoon. Listen, have you got the sandwiches ready?
Yes, they're all ready. They're in the refrigerator. Now, will you please get dressed and try to calm down a little bit?
What do you mean, calm down? Boy, I can't believe it, Alice. I can't believe it. This time tomorrow, we'll be the parents of a little baby.
I know. Isn't it wonderful, Ralph?
Yeah.
But just one thing that bothers me, Ralph, and that is I wonder if we're doing the right thing, because this isn't our own furniture, you know, and...
Will you stop worrying about that? I told you, after we get the kid, I'll fix the place up to look like a palace.
Oh, I suppose it's all right.
Well, how do I look?
Oh, you look fine, Ralph, just fine. How do I look?
Just great.
Good. Well, why don't we sit down and relax until she gets here?
All right. Where is she? Sitting here for an hour.
maybe you better not smoke.
Why not?
Well, if she gets here and the place is full of smoke, then she's going to think you're a heavy smoker, and it might not be healthy for the child.
Good thinking. Open the bedroom window. I'll brush it out here. Oh, hey, look. When that woman gets here, let me do all the talking. I've been noticing you. You're jittery and nervous. Probably say the wrong thing and blow the whole thing.
But, Ralph...
No, but Ralph, just let me do the talking. You're too nervous.
Ralph, that's her.
You talk to her. I'm going in the bedroom.
Ralph, you come back. I'm out here.
Mrs. Cramden? Yes? I'm Miss Lawrence from the adoption agency.
Oh, won't you come in? Thank you. And, this is my husband, Ralph Cramden.
How do you do, Mr. Cramden?
Won't you sit down?
Well, how do you like the furniture?
Very nice.
Now can we get the kid?
I don't think we work quite that fast.
Would you like a sandwich, Miss Lawrence?
No, thank you.
Oh, yeah. How do you like our Frigidaire? It's all electric. We've had it for years. Hey, look at that, Alice. When you open the door, the light goes on.
Would you like a sandwich now?
No, thank you. Now, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you. What type of heating does this apartment house supply?
A steam heat.
And you always have plenty of hot water?
Oh, yeah. Even when the boiler breaks downstairs, we have a big pot of scalding water on the stove at all times. Want a sandwich, Miss Lawrence?
No, thank you.
Mind if I have a sandwich?
Now, this is very important. Are there any nearby places of recreation?
Oh, sure. There's a pool room right down the street.
I don't think Miss Lawrence meant that, Ralph. There's a very nice playground that's just 2 blocks away from here, and it's got swings and everything, and I was planning to take the baby there every day.
Oh, that'll be fine. Would you like a cigarette, Mrs. Cramden?
No, thank you.
Mr. Cramden?
No, thanks. I never smoke. Now and then I have a cigar just for medicinal purposes. Here, let me light that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sure. Glad to hear that you like the furniture. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Well, it's very important.
Come in. Hiya, Frank. Will you hurry up? We got company. Boy, every time you come in here, you do the same thing.
Hey, look, tell me something. What happened to the old icebox, huh?
Oh, no,
Hey, you really fixed this place up, huh?
Yeah, what are you doing in here? We don't need any ice. We've had a Frigidaire here for years.
For years? What, are you kidding me? You had an icebox when I delivered 25 pounds yesterday.
You must be making a mistake, sir. We have no Frigidaire. We have an ice... No box. Ice frigid.
Look, I don't know what this is all about, but if you don't want no more ice, how about settling your bill? That's $4.80.
How come we owe you $4.80 when we never got any ice from you?
Look, I'm not leaving till I get the $4.80.
Miss Lawrence, this must be boring you. Why don't you go in the other room and wash up or something?
Never mind, Miss Lawrence. Here you are, Frank. Your $4.80.
You better put that in the sink, Mrs. Carney.
All right.
What'd you give him $4.80 for? We never got any ice. How do we owe him money?
It's no use, Ralph.
I know what you're thinking, Miss Lawrence. You're thinking that we're lying about this whole thing, that we're cheating or something. That this isn't our furniture or anything, that we change it around. All right, we change it around. Had to change it around. Other furniture don't look too good. It's sort of like antique. I want that kid, Miss Lawrence. That's why we changed all this. I'm going to get it fixed up nice. But I want the kid. This is just fighting for the kid. This isn't cheating. Don't you people down there want to give kids to people that want to fight for them? I want a kid. If you don't mind, I'd like you to go now. I'd like to be alone with my wife.
Mr. Cramden, I don't know what you think we're like down at the adoption agency. But, well, certainly we're anxious to have our children put in nice homes, but that doesn't mean just furniture. The main things are love and affection, and that the parents have a real desire to have a child. And, Mr. Cramden, I don't think I've ever been in any home where I've seen a greater desire to have a child.
Miss Lawrence, do you mean that?
Yes, Mrs. Cramden, you'll get your child.
Oh, Ralph.
We're going to have it? We're going to have a baby? Well, let's wait till I tell Norton about this.
You don't have to tell us a thing, Rob. The whole school has been on the whole and said, congratulations, Dad!
You just wait in here. The doctor will be with you in a moment.
All right.
Thank you.
You. Well, won't be long now.
Oh, Ralph, I hope I'll make a good mother.
Hey, you're kidding. You'll make a great mother.
Hey, Ralph, don't forget what you promised me.
Yeah.
What'd you promise him, Ralph?
Oh, it's nothing.
Nothing. Probably be the biggest day of my whole life.
Well, what is it?
He promised me when a baby was elected president, I could be at the inauguration.
Come on, he's kidding him.
Mr. and Mrs. Cramden?
Yes?
This is your baby. The doctor will be with you in just a moment.
I can't see nothing but blankets.
Oh, Alice, what a beautiful baby. Oh, Ralph, isn't he darling?
Ralph, don't you want to see your child?
He's bald.
All babies are bald. Isn't he adorable?
Sure is, Alice. He's got blue eyes, just like you. Wait a minute. I'll thank you, not the coochie-coo. That's a father's place. I'll do the coochie-cooing. Coochie-coo. Boy. You know, I'm never going to believe this. I'm never going to believe that this kid is ours.
Tomorrow morning around 3 o'clock, you'll get a hint.
I don't care. If he starts to cry, I'll walk him up and down the floor all night.
Oh, no, Ralph. If he wakes up during the night, I'll walk the floor with him.
Now, don't start anything, Alice. I'll walk the floor with him.
You need your sleep, Ralph. I'll walk the floor with him.
Let Alice do it. When Ralph walks the floor, nobody's sleeping.
Let me near him.
You're up the left. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Cramden, I see you're getting acquainted.
Oh, hiya, Doc. Yes, sir.
Doctor, we're so happy.
Well, Mrs. Cramden, the minute this baby came in, I knew it was for you.
Thank you very much, Doc. And I want you to know how much we appreciate it. And don't worry, we'll take good care of this kid.
Would you introduce me to
Oh,
your friend?
pardon me. This is Mr. Norton, Doctor.
How do you do?
Like the lady.
Say, while we're here, I'd like to ask you a very important question pertaining to the medical profession.
Go right ahead.
Do you have any scientific methods of removing tattoos?
Would you mind going outside? I want to talk to the doctor alone.
Come on, Ed.
All right.
Alice, we'll meet you outside.
All right, Trix, it looks like your mother's never going to get rid of the tattoo.
Well, Miss Cramden, I suppose you're anxious to get your baby home.
Oh, you said it, Doc.
Hey there.
You know what I'm going to name him? Ralph.
Ralph. Well, Mr. Crampton, I'm afraid that Ralph is hardly an appropriate name for this baby.
I'm naming him after me.
This is a girl.
We'll get him another name. A girl.
That's right.
Doctor, we thought that...
I don't want any girl. I want a boy.
Mr. Crampton, when you made your application, you said you were so anxious to adopt a baby you would accept either sex.
I know what I said, but I thought you'd understand that I'd want a boy. I mean, nobody wants a girl.
Ralph, it doesn't make any difference.
It does make a difference. I don't care.
But look,
I don't want a girl. I want a boy. You can't play football with a girl.
Ralph,
Look,
a girl is nice, too.
I don't care. I don't want a girl. I want a boy. Doc, you gotta get us a boy.
Well, of course, Mr. Crampton, we don't want to give you anything you don't want. Well, I'll go inside and check my files, see what I can do.
Thanks, Doc.
Oh, by the way, Mrs. Crampton, while I'm inside, would you look after the baby until I send the nurse up for it?
Oh, no, if you don't mind, Doctor, I'd rather not. I mean, as long as this isn't going to be our baby,
I understand, Mrs. Crampton.
What's the matter with you?
Would you mind, Mr. Crampton?
Oh, my, it doesn't make any difference to me.
Thank you.
Hey, look, Doc, please, do everything in your power and get us a boy, will you?
I'll try my best, Mr. Crampton.
Hey. Quiet. Just like a woman always yapping. What are you looking at me like that for? Didn't mean anything personal in what I said. It's just that I want a boy, that's all. It's gonna do you no good to look at me like that. It's gonna do you no good. You see, I gotta have a boy. I want a boy so I can, go out and play some football with him or a game of stickball or something. You couldn't do that. You'd get hurt or something. Hey, take it easy there. Don't kick. The cover's off and you catch cold. It's another thing always happens to girls. They're always catching cold. No, wait, I didn't mean anything against you. Shh. Hold it. Look at that. My finger's bigger than your wrist. Come on, let go. Come on. Boy, you got some grip for a girl. What are you laughing at? I'm funny? Think I'm funny, huh? You think that's funny, get a load of this. You know something? If I wanted a girl, you'd be the girl. You understand, I gotta have a boy, but if I was gonna take a girl, you'd be the girl. You know, no sense in me taking you home. You know, a girl's pretty expensive. Want fancy clothes and shiny shoes, and they want to go to parties and everything. I can never afford anything like that. You know what's going to happen to you someday? Some guy's going to walk in here, and it's going to be some rich guy from Park Avenue or something. He's going to take one look at you. He's going to say, that's the kid I want. That one right there. You. Take you home, and he'll buy everything. Dresses and shoes. Driving around in a cab all day. It's better than if you came to my house, isn't it? Come on now. You don't want to cry. Come on.
Well, Mr. Crampton, I have good news for you.
Come on.
If you're willing to wait a couple of weeks, I'm sure we can get you a boy.
Huh?
I said I'm sure we can get you a boy.
I don't want any boy. I want her.
Mr. Crampton, you just
I don't
said
care what I just said. I want her. Hey, Alice! Alice! Come in here. Take a look at our new daughter.
My daughter? But Ralph, I thought you wanted
Yeah,
a
I know
boy.
what I wanted, but I just took a good look at it. I want the girl.
I thought you were going to name the baby after you, Ralph.
Well, say hello to Ralphina. Yeah.
Oh, Ralph.
Yeah. Oh, when can we take him home?
Right now.
I mean, her home.
She's your baby, Mr. Cranberry.
Now?
Right now.
Right now.
Oh, Doctor, thank you. Come on, Ralph.
Oh, if you don't mind, Alice, do you mind if I carry him out?
All right, Ralph. Trixie and I'll go down and get a taxi. We'll meet you downstairs.
Okay, sweet.
Come on, Trix.
Boy.
You mind if I wheel him down to the cab and I'll send it right back, Doc?
Certainly, Mr. Cranberry.
Okay,
certainly.
pal. Open the door, Norton.
Wipe the bump. Wipe the bump. Just lift that over there.
I got it.
There we are.
So long, Doc.
Goodbye, Mr. Cranberry.
Doc, you got a great place here.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Alice. Wait till I show you.
Just got her to sleep.
Wait till I show you what I got for her.
Oh, not another doll, Ralph. She's already got a doll that talks, a doll that walks, a doll that eats, a doll that drinks, a doll that sleeps, a doll that wakes up, a doll that can curl her own hair. What can this doll possibly do that they can't?
Does the mambo. Wait till I show it to you.
Not now, Ralph. I gotta run down to Freitag's and get some baby powder and some oil. You want to take the rest of those diapers off while I'm gone?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Wait there, Pop. The kid's asleep. Oh, boy, you gotta go and open your big mouth and wake her up.
Hello.
Hey.
Maybe she's hungry.
Huh?
Maybe she's hungry.
Maybe you're right. Look in the icebox, see if there's anything to eat. Hold it there.
Bob,
What?
some hamburger in here.
You out of your mind or something? Giving my kid hamburger? She'll have steak or nothing.
There's no steak in here. All I can see is milk.
Well, what's wrong with milk? That's good for a kid. Let me have it. Give me that.
No, this is Uncle Ed.
Don't scare the kid. Look in the sink. See if there's a nipple there.
No. Hey. No, but I found one of these here. How about this?
What good is that?
Just pour the milk in it, then when we get the milk in there, we cut the end off with a scissor on the middle finger. There, it's like a nipple.
It's not a bad idea.
Here, hold it. You know something, Rob? We should patent this idea. It's a good idea for mothers with quintuplets. Where's the scissors?
It's in the bureau. Top drawer.
That's it. Squeeze it so it don't come out of the finger if they cut it.
All right. There you are.
You got it?
I got it.
Get the middle finger here. I guess that wasn't such a good idea. Oh, wait a minute. That was a good idea. Was it?
It was a great idea. As a matter of fact, it was such a good idea that we're going to try it again. Hey, Ralph, get that glove! Never mind. Hold it. All right. Be all right. Be all right. Mom's coming back in a minute. Oh, hiya, Doc. Well, I suppose you come over to see how we're doing with Ralphina. Hey, you know something? I think she's getting another tooth.
Ralph,
Yeah?
I ran into the doctor on my way downstairs, and he has something that he wants to tell you.
What's wrong?
Well, Mr. Cramden, excuse me. A very unhappy situation has developed. Now, as I told Mrs. Cramden, you are the legal parents of this child, but, well, the adoption agency will stand behind you in this entire matter.
What matter? What are you talking about?
Well, the mother wants her baby back.
What are you talking about?
The mother wants her baby back, Ralph.
What are you trying to pull?
I'm not trying to pull anything. The mother was in to see me this afternoon, Mr. Cramden, and I realize that this is all a little improper, but I told her that I'd come over here. That's the only reason I'm here. Now, as I said, the child is legally yours. The mother just thought perhaps if we gave you another baby.
What do you mean, another baby? I don't want any other baby. I got a baby. I'm in love with her.
Well, I appreciate your position, and if the mother hadn't been so insistent, I wouldn't have come.
I don't care how insistent she is. I don't care how insistent she is. She put the kid up for adoption, didn't she? And I got her. I've had the kid for a week. I'm in love with her.
All right, Mr. Cramden. I understand completely. I'm sorry the matter came up. Goodbye, Mr. Cramden. Goodbye, Mrs. Cramden.
How about that? How about that? Mother puts a kid up for adoption, and she wants him back. What does she think the kid is? A stick of furniture or something? An old overcoat? Chair? It's a human being in there, Alice. It's a human being. It's a little kid. Somebody's got to take care of it. Just don't give him away and then want him back. I had that kid. We both had the kid. Had her for a week now. What's the matter with him? I love the kid.
I know, Ralph. I know just how you feel, because I feel the same way. But if we feel the way we do, imagine how the mother feels.
What do I care about how the mother feels? What do I care how the mother feels? I don't care how the mother feels. How she feels. How about me? How about how I feel? What's wrong to keep her in? You think that the mother would let us see it now and then? You know, don't have to tell the baby who we are. And visit every once in a while, you know, just to see like we were friends of the family or something. And we can see how it's growing up and everything. And you know something that this kid's going to have over all other kids? He's going to have a Santa Claus. A real live Santa Claus. Every Christmas, every time he has a birthday, I'm going to be there. The both of us will be there. We'll go over and see him, see her, give it gifts all the time. I'm going upstairs now, and I'll call from Norton's apartment. I'll tell him to come over and get the kid. Watch him, Alice. She kicks the covers off. a shoehorn.
Well, why didn't you tell me when I was out there getting the socks?
Do I have to tell you everything? Think a little for yourself, Alice. Don't get it.
Oh, get me this, get me that, get my socks, get me the shoehorn.
Did I or did I not tell you to go to the shoemaker's today?
You did, Master.
Then how do you account for that?
I'm sorry, Master, but please don't have me beheaded. I have a baby at home who just can't get along without me. A 266-pound baby.
Very funny. But it's not funny to me. What's going to happen to me tonight when I walk around like this?
You'll step on your finger.
Oh, you're asking for it. You're asking for it.
What is it, Trix?
There's a phone call for you.
Oh, thanks, Trix. Gee, I wish Ralph would give us a phone of our own so we wouldn't have to go through this every time I get a call.
That's all right, Alice. I don't mind.
Well, sure was nice of Ed to put this phone on a long cord. Saves me running up and downstairs all the time. Right. Hello? Oh, hiya, Helen. Oh, gee, I'm sorry. No, I can't play canasta tonight. Ralph and I are going out with the Nortons. Yeah, it's Ed's birthday, and, Ralph's treating the four of us. No, I don't know where we're going yet. I guess Ralph will let Ed decide, seeing as it's his birthday. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Listen, why don't you call Dorothy? Maybe she'd like to play. Okay. Give my love to George. Bye. Trixie? Call it up. I'm all through. You got it?
Got it, Alice.
Okay. Listen, are you almost ready?
Yeah, we'll be down in a few minutes.
Okay, it's stuck. There you go.
Alice, where's my underwear?
It's hanging on the line outside the bedroom window. I washed it out last night. Out with my baby. Hey, Ralph, don't leave the bedroom window open too long. It's freezing out.
Alice, thank you very much for hanging my underwear out there all night. Now it's frozen stiff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. Just get me an ice pick and I'll get dressed.
Ralph, why don't you put on your summer underwear and then you can put a sweater on underneath your shirt?
All right, get me my sweater.
I can't, Ralph. My nails are drying. It's in the middle
Ooh,
drawer.
look at nails are drying. It's not in here.
Oh, it must be.
All right, Mrs. Keene, tracer of lost sweaters, where is it?
Right there where you threw it.
Very smart, Alice. Very smart. You're one of the smartest women I ever met. You're so smart, I'd like to play a little television panel game with you. Called Down You Go.
All right, Ralph, I'm ready anytime you want.
Oh, if you were only my size. If you were only my size.
If I were your size, I'd be the fat lady in the circus.
Ooh, you're gonna get it.
Ralph?
What?
Are you going to give Ed his present when he comes down here, or are you going to wait until we go out?
We'll give it to him when he comes down. Oh, and another thing, Alice. When the Nortons get here, we'll have to decide where we're going to go tonight. Now, look, I'm doing the treatment. And they probably won't want to suggest a place. So they'll leave it up to us. Now, I don't want them to think I'm cheap or anything, but when I say, where do you think we ought to go, right away you jump up and say to the movies.
To the movies on Norton's birthday?
To the movies, yes. If we went any place else, 4 people going out together would cost me a fortune.
Oh, Ralph.
Don't override me, Alice, please. Just do as you're told. I'm not spending a week's salary on a one-night fling. Anyway, this whole idea is crazy. treating each other on our birthdays. How did it ever get started anyway?
Started on your birthday, Ralph, and you suggested it. How you can even think of taking Norton to the movies when he took you to the Kit Kat Club on your birthday.
Did I ask him to take me to the Kit Kat Club? Did I ask him?
No, you suggested the Copa. Listen, Ralph, I got a very good idea if you want to save so much money. When they get down here, you suggest going to the Kit Kat Club, and I'll suggest going to the movies. Then we'll get in a nice big argument. We'll keep it up until 12 o'clock. After that, it's no longer Ed's birthday, and we don't have to go anywhere.
Just don't get cute, Alice. Don't get cute, that's all. Hey, that's not a bad idea. I don't want them thinking I'm cheap. So when they come down here, I'll say to you, let's go to the Kit Kat Club. Where do you want to go? And then you say to the movies. And we'll have a little beef, and then I'll let you win.
I got one little question I'd like to ask you, Ralph. What'd you take off your income tax last year for entertainment? 90 cents?
Har, har, hardy, har, har. Come on. Just do as I say. Fix this thing.
Lift your chin up. All of them.
You're a riot. Happy birthday, pal of mine.
Thank you, Ralph.
Happy birthday, Ed.
Thanks a lot.
Well, how was everything today?
Oh, boy, I had a good day. I got a lot of loot.
Yeah?
Yeah. Look at this vest Trixie gave me.
Boy, that looks great.
That ain't all, boy. During the lunch hour, the boys down the sewer give me a little party, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, boy, I tell you, we had a wonderful time. One of the guys' wives baked the cake. Then to end the ceremony, they all chipped in and gave me this beautiful birthday present, a genuine hand-carved mahogany surfboard.
A surfboard?
Yeah, for our annual aquacade in the spring. So we had a wonderful time. We had coffee and cake. We stood around all afternoon singing. Boy, I'm telling you, the sewers were ringing out with, but he's a jolly good fellow, and happy birthday to you, the sewers theme song, Tippy Tin, all those songs.
The sewers theme song? What's the sewers theme song?
You, hey, Jack, boom, boom, the foamy cleanser, boom, 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 float today, right down the thing.
Birthday present?
Oh, yes, yes. See our pal, and happy birthday from Alice and myself.
Thank you very much, Ralph and Alice.
You're welcome.
I'm always like a kid opening up presents. Hey there.
Oh.
Boy, a beautiful scarf.
Just what he needed.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. Hey, look at the monogram there, E-L-N. Who told you what my middle name was?
Well, we still don't know what your middle name is. Trixie just gave us the initial.
By the way, what does the L stand for?
Well, I'd rather not say.
Come on, what does the L stand for?
Lily White.
Lily White? What a moniker. Edward Lily White Norton.
Well, I can't help it, Ralph. Lily White was my mother's maiden name.
Oh.
Norton was my father's maiden name.
I know that. Well, look, we've wasted enough time now. If we're going any place tonight, we better make up our mind where we're going.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go, Alice?
To the movies.
Oh, to a movies? Oh, I was figuring on going someplace like the Kit Kat Club. But where did you want to go?
To the movies.
To the movies. I want to go to the Kit Kat Club. Plenty of laughs if we go to the Kit Kat Club.
All right, I want to go there, too. Let's go.
Atta boy, Robbie boy, you talk about going to the movies. It's off to the Kit Kat Club. We go.
Wait a minute. I want to go in the bedroom and look for something. Would you come in here and try to help me find it, please?
What are you looking for, Ralph?
That's not no fair, where were we? Oh, yes, we're trying to decide where we're going. Where did you want to go?
To a cheap movie.
Well, if she wants to go to a movie that bad, I guess we'll all have to go to the movies.
Look, Ralph, it's early. Why don't you and Alice argue a little more?
Never mind. We'll go to the movies. Now, let's see what's playing around town.
Since it's Ed's birthday, wouldn't you like to let him pick the movie?
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, thank you. Hey, oh, here it is. There's the picture for us.
Oh, we're not going to that one.
What's the matter with that one? We're all over 16, ain't we?
We're not going going there?
Well, look, will you make up your mind where we're going?
Wait a minute, sport. Wait a minute. Let's see now. Here's something that should appeal to you. 2 big features, Love Conquers All and The Desert Hawk. Then they've got vaudeville, 3 short subjects, they're giving away dishes, and tonight they're having a drawing on a big television set. That should be right up your alley, Diamond Jim.
Well, it sounds all right to me. How does it sound to you?
Well, we're going to the movies. I guess it's all right.
How about you, Trix?
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll go see that. But before leaving, let's start off the evening on a festive note. Everybody, happy birthday to you. Come on, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Norton. Happy birthday.
All right, sir. Oh, really? I can hardly believe it.
Boy. I'll tell you what a present. I never expected a birthday present like this.
You know something? I thought I'd faint dead away when Ed jumped up and he said, "That's my number." Isn't it wonderful, Ralph?
Boy.
Just great.
Well, there you are, Mr. Norton. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Crimmins. I want to tell you that anytime you come by my house, you're welcome to drop in in case maybe you want to see Captain Video and his Video Rangers.
Gee, I'm so tickled. I don't know what to say. Just thanks a lot.
You're very welcome, Mrs. Norton. And I know how you must feel. After all, it must have been quite a surprise for your husband to walk into the movies tonight, buy some tickets, and come out with a television set.
Hey, wait a minute. That's just the thing. I didn't buy the tickets. It's my birthday here. My buddy boy here is treating us all to the movies tonight. He bought all the tickets.
Well, I must say, Mr. Cramden, you're taking this like a good sport. A lesser man might have said, I bought the tickets, the set belongs to me.
Not Ralphie, boy, not this sport. Look at him standing there, bursting with joy that I won the set. I'm telling you, this boy, he's got a heart as big as... pretty big.
Well, good night, folks. Mr. Norton, I hope you derive a great deal of pleasure out of your new set.
Thank you.
Good night,
Thanks
folks.
for everything.
Thanks
Bye,
very
Bob.
much.
Good night.
Boy, I'm telling you, Ralph. You know what? You've been wonderful through this whole thing. I mean it. Alice, you're very lucky to have a guy like this. I mean, how many people could stand there and grin while his best friend won a television set on a ticket that he bought? I mean, it's like what the manager said. Unless a man would have said, I bought that ticket, the set belongs to me. I bought that ticket, the set belongs to me. He's just reminding us what the manager said about a lesser man would have said, I bought the ticket, the set belongs to me.
I bought the tickets, the set belongs to me.
I know, you don't have to keep reminding us. We know what he said, Ralph. I mean, it sounds a little funny coming from your mouth because we know that, well, you ain't got a jealous bone in your whole body. But, I mean, just don't keep saying it because a stranger might come along and think you really mean it.
Ed, he really does mean it.
What, are you out of your mind, Trixie? What do you mean? Ralphie boy, my buddy boy here, mean it? Think he's going to take the set away from me just because he bought the ticket? Hey, inside of this boy is good. Good.
That set belongs to me.
He would no more think it.
That set belongs to me.
Stay away from the set or I'll blow your brains out.
How can you possibly believe that this set belongs to you?
How can I possibly believe it? Because I bought the tickets, that boy. I invited you to see a movie, not to win a television set. I bought the tickets and the set's mine.
No, listen to me. If it's the price of the tickets you're worried about, here's the 39 cents.
There's 39 cents for my ticket, too.
You're out of your mind? You didn't win no television set.
Keep your money, both of you. Ralph, this set belongs to Ed.
This set belongs to me.
Ralph, you're not going to take this prize away from Ed. This set is his legally.
Oh, it's legally his.
Yes.
It's legally his. What law school did you go to? I was unaware that they had a law course at Minsky's.
Ralph, you apologize to Trixie this minute.
I will not. This set is mine and I'm taking it.
You're not taking it. If you try to take it, you'll have to fight me first.
Oh, baby boy. Let's go, then.
You'll have to fight me too, Ralph Cramp.
Jack,
You'll have to fight me too, that's what.
This fight is unfair.
I'll admit you got us outweighed, but we'll fight you anyway.
Not anything. Now that set belongs to me, and I'm taking it, or else.
You're not taking, or else what?
Or else I'll tell everybody your middle name is Lillywhite.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, I wouldn't, huh? Well, just try me.
All right, you do that, and I'll tell everybody the truth about you.
And what's the truth about me?
You wear a girdle.
That's a lie. That's a lie, Alice. Tell her. Do I wear a girdle?
No. He wanted one, but they don't make them that big.
Oh, you gotta get yours. Now, look out of my way. I'm taking this home.
Take your hands off that.
Get out of the way, Norton. I'm warning you now. Just get out of my way. How can you be so stubborn? How can you be so stubborn?
What did you say, Ralph?
I said, how can he be so stubborn?
How can he be so stubborn?
He knows that the set belongs to me. Why doesn't he give it to me?
As far as I'm concerned, that set belongs to Norton, and you had no right to take the picture tube out of his set.
What do you mean it belongs to him? It's my tube and my set.
Listen, this is absolutely ridiculous, Ralph. Not only is it breaking up your friendship with Norton, but neither one of you is getting any pleasure out of the set.
Yeah? Well, if I don't see anything on the set, he's not going to see anything on it. When I think of the ingratitude after all I've done for him.
Oh, after all you've done for him? What did you ever do for him?
What did I ever do for him? Ever since he's been working in that sewer, I take him home on the bus every night for nothing. Free of charge. And believe me, when he gets on that bus, I don't have to say, please, will the passengers step to the rear?
Big deal. So you let him ride on the bus for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What about all the things he's done for you?
What has he done for me? Name one, for instance.
I'll give you a for instance. How about the time that Raccoon Lodge of yours was having the dance and they made you the chairman? You lost all the tickets. They were going to throw you out of the lodge, Ralph, and Norton went down there and talked to them for 3 solid hours, getting them to leave you in the club. That's what Norton did.
He did, huh? That's a big deal. For your information, talk is cheap.
It must be, or you'd never open your mouth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How would you like to be the first human being to land on the moon?
Shut up.
Don't ever say I said up! Oh, all right. Oh, so you've come to your senses. You've come down to admit that the television set is mine.
No, I haven't. I come down to give you a last chance to give me back my picture tube.
You are not getting the tube. Now, I'll thank you to leave the premises. I am not talking to you.
That's okay by me. I'm not talking to you either.
What?
Alice, since I'm not talking to your husband, would you mind telling him that I think he is a low-down skunk?
He thinks you're a low-down skunk.
Tell him he is a miserable bum.
He says you are a miserable bum. So, low-down skunk, meet miserable bum. Now, you listen to me, both of you. I'm sick and tired of this ridiculous battle of wits between the two of you. I don't want to hear any more about it, and I'm going in the bedroom.
You're not going into the bedroom. I haven't finished telling him what I think of yet.
I don't care what you do, Ralph. Just write him a note.
You'll never know.
You'll never be able to figure it out.
I took out all the punctuation.
Get out of
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, come on.
Ralph, I feel awfully funny coming in here.
I don't care. This is my night for a little relaxation. This is the night that I play pool. Now, I'm not talking to Norton, and you're the only one I got.
But I don't know anything about the game, Ralph.
You don't have to know anything about the game. Just hang up your coat and grab a cue.
Which one'll I take?
Take anyone. It doesn't make any difference.
Oh, this one must be for beginners. It's bigger at this end.
That happens to be a bridge. It's not a cue. Here, there. Here. Chalk up first.
All right.
What are you rubbing the chalk on your foot for?
Well, when you taught me to bowl, that's what you told me to do.
That's bowling. We're going to play pool now. Give me, I'll show you. Look. There.
Well, if that isn't the stupidest thing I ever heard of.
You are the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Now, I'll break the ball. All right, go ahead and shoot.
Ralph, I told you I don't know anything about the game.
You don't have... All right, look, I'll shoot, and then you do what I do.
All right.
Ball in the corner. Table's off. All right, go ahead and shoot. This is the cue ball. Will you go ahead and shoot? 80 cents an hour here. It's up here.
That one? Well, there's nothing over there. Just shoot it.
You're all down there. Just go ahead. Now, wait a minute. You got to name the ball that you're going to knock in the pocket, like 3 ball in the corner or something.
I'll get that one right over there.
Well, name it. Name it.
I wasn't supposed to do that, I guess.
What was that?
I guess I wasn't supposed to do that, was I?
Not if we're playing pool, but if we're javelin throwing, you are. Here, try to hold on to the stick. Name the ball that's going in the pocket, please.
Well, what are their names?
The numbers are on the ball.
I don't know any of the numbers.
Go ahead and shoot.
I'll shoot the robin's egg blue ball in there.
Robin, hi, Frankie. It's a little woman.
How are you, Ralph?
Fine.
Can I buy a Coke, huh?
No, thanks.
How about you, Mrs. Crampton?
No, thank you. I'm going to shoot the robin's egg blue ball in there. What's the matter, Ralph?
Nothing. Go ahead and shoot, will you?
No, I think I'll shoot the canary yellow one in there. Oh, no, the strawberry red one in there.
Just once for everybody.
I think it's your turn now, Ralph.
Oh, I like the belt you got. I'll play the 12 ball in the corner.
Why don't you shoot the strawberry red one?
I come in there, the only thing left will be smoke. Are you satisfied? You satisfied? I'll never hear the end of this.
Don't grind your teeth at me, Ralph Cramden. Remember, I didn't want to come here in the first place. So if you want to go home, it's all right with me.
We're not going home. We're going to shoot pool. Now go ahead. It's your shot.
All right.
Oh. What are you doing here?
Oh, Alice? I see you're here all alone.
Hiya, Trick.
Hi, Alice.
I didn't know anything escaped from the zoo today.
If it was an elephant, I can tell him where to look.
I'll remember that, Norton. I'll remember that.
I know you will. An elephant never forgets.
We're either going to shoot pool or we're getting out of here.
All right, let's shoot pool. Go ahead, it's your shot.
All right. Now, where was I? I was going to shoot the strawberry red one right over there.
What are you laughing at?
Strawberry red.
That's funny, huh? Strawberry red is funny, huh? Well, for $5, Alice can beat Trixie at this game right now.
The bet is on.
The bet is on? Just don't worry about it. The bet's on. $5.
Wait, I don't want to play against Alice for money.
You'll do as you're told.
Yes, and so will you. Now, I'll rack them up and you break them.
I start down at this end?
That's right. For $5, Mr. Norton. Go ahead, break them.
Ready?
Oh.
It's all right.
This is for $5. What are you playing, lacrosse? Show you that I'm a good sport? I'll chalk up your cue for you.
Never mind. I'll play a combination off the 4 ball, kiss it off the 7, and bank it in the side pocket.
The bet's off! The bet's off? She's a pool shark. You told me she couldn't play.
I didn't tell you anything. The bet is on.
The bet is off, Norton.
Either give me the $5 or let the girls continue the game.
There's no game. You said she couldn't play. Look, Norton, there's not enough room in this pool room for you and I.
There ain't enough room in this pool room for you and anybody. Now give me the $5. Give me the $5.
You want $5? I'll give you $5 right now.
Wait a minute. Boy, what a guy. First you try to cheat me out of my television set. Now you're trying to cheat me out of $5.
Me cheat you out of your television?
Yeah.
That is my television set.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to get that television set if I have to sue you to get it.
Oh, you won't stand a chance. You won't stand a
You
chance.
think I'm bluffing, huh? You think I'm bluffing? Well, I'm going right down to night court now and get a warrant for your arrest.
Oh, no, you're not. I'm going down tonight.
Oh, yeah? You're going down to night court? We'll see if you go down to night court.
Yeah.
I'll show you, boy. I don't take it there lightly.
Right. Give me my... That's my coat.
Oh, it is?
Give me the coat.
There's your coat. There's your coat. That's my coat.
The first case, Your Honor, is the case of Cramden versus Norton. Will the counsel for the plaintiff, Mr. Cramden, please state his case?
I don't have a lawyer. I'd like to present the case myself.
Me too, Your Majesty.
Well, it's a bit irregular, but it's your legal right. All right, Mr. Cramden, go ahead with your case.
I am going to prove beyond any doubt that this television set is mine. All mine, including the tube. And that dirty bum.
Just a minute. We'll prevent no name-calling in this court.
What, you throw my whole case out of court.
Quiet, Mr. Cramden. Mr. Cramden, will you proceed?
I'd like to call my first witness, Mrs. Norton.
Mrs. Norton, please take the stand. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
What is your name?
Thelma Norton.
Thelma?
Would you mind telling the court where you were on January the 12th?
I was at a cheap movie.
I didn't ask you to describe the place. Just tell me where you were.
Said we went to a cheap movie.
All right. Now, I ask you one more thing. At that movie, did I treat you to get into the movie?
Yeah, you treated.
All right. I rest my case. Your witness.
What's your name?
Thelma Norton.
Is she under oath, Judge?
Yes, she is.
All right, Thelma Norton. What happened to the $2 that was in my pants pocket that you sent to the cleaners?
Mr. Norton, what bearing does that question have on the case?
None whatsoever, but she's under oath the only way I got to find out.
I'm telling you, he's a nut.
Order. Quiet, Mr. Norton. Now, obviously, neither of you gentlemen is qualified to present the facts in this case, and therefore I'm dismissing it until you engage legal authority.
But wait a minute, you can't dismiss the case. I can prove that I paid for the tickets to get into the theater, and I gave him the tickets.
Well, now, that's the first statement pertinent to this case that's been said so far. Now, there is a legal point involved, however. Now, if, Mr. Cramden, when you first bought the ticket, you merely handed the ticket to Mr. Norton, then the set legally belongs to you. On the other hand, if when you presented Mr. Norton with the ticket you said, "Here, Mr. Norton, here is your ticket," then it becomes a gift, and Mr. Norton is entitled to all benefits derived therefrom. Now, did you say, "Here, Mr. Norton, is your ticket"?
I don't remember. I don't remember neither.
Alice, do you remember?
I remember everything.
Then, Mrs. Cramden, will you please take the stand?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Mrs. Cramden, will you kindly tell exactly what happened?
Yes, Your Honor. You see, it was Ed Norton's birthday, and Ralph was treating him. They always treat each other on their birthdays because they've been such good friends for so many years. As a matter of fact, this is the first really serious falling out they've ever had. I can remember when they first met, Your Honor. It was the day we moved into our apartment house. See, the Nortons already lived there, and right away Ed came downstairs and he asked us up for dinner, and ever since then, the two of them have been absolutely inseparable. You've never seen such good friends. Why, when the bus drivers went out on strike that time, it was Ed that loaned Ralph the money to carry him through. And when Ed hurt his back in the sewer, it was Ralph that went up to see him in the Bronx every night in the hospital and take him magazines and visit with him. Why, if Ed had tickets to a ball game, he'd always take Ralph, and if Ralph had tickets to a fight, he'd take Ed. Wherever you saw Ed, you saw Ralph. Wherever you saw Ralph, you saw Ed. It's what you might call, Your Honor, a once-in-a-lifetime friendship. So, that's why I remember very well when Ralph bought the tickets. He bought the tickets, and he turned to Ed.
Wait a minute. I don't want the television set. You can have it, Norton.
I don't want it either, Ralph. All I want is you.
That's my man.
No matter how much I put on, I'm still cold. You think you can fix it?
I'm doing the best I can, lady.
Well, if we don't get some heat up here soon, we're all going to wind up in the hospital with pneumonia.
If you do, lady, stay away from the Bellman Hospital. We're working on their pipes, too. Can't find anything wrong here. Must be the other end. Hey, Mo! What do you want? You find anything down there? Not yet. You better come down and take a look. I was hoping it wouldn't be the boiler.
Well,
I guess it is.
If it's a boiler, what do we do then?
Start praying for warm weather.
Oh.
Alice! 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 Alice!
go wrong?
Everything's fine. Everything's great.
What did you do, Ralph? Run all the way from the bus? You know that you're not supposed to run up the stairs like that. It's not good for you. And it's not good for the stairs either. Listen, just sit down and calm yourself, Ralph.
I'll tell you what's happened to me. Alice, I've been promoted. I'm an executive.
Oh, Ralph, what wonderful news. What's your new job? What do you do?
Alice, you are now looking at the first assistant cashier to the assistant cashier.
Oh, you mean you don't have to drive a bus anymore?
No, sir. From here on in now, I'm a white-collar man. Every day I dress up just like it was Sunday. Boy, oh boy. And another thing, I won't need this anymore. Starting tomorrow, you can put my sandwiches in a briefcase.
Wonderful news. And nobody deserves it more than you do. You've certainly worked hard enough for that promotion.
Yes, sweetie. But I would have never made it without you. All the time when things were going wrong, you were always standing by me, encouraging me and everything else. But believe me, it's going to pay off for you. From now on, anything you want, you can have.
Ralph, you got a raise.
I certainly did. And believe me, any of the luxuries that you ever wanted in your life, just go out and get them.
Oh, Ralph, how much raise did you get?
Well, it's only $1.25 a week. Stop! This is only the beginning. 14 years I've been driving that bus. But it didn't go to waste. No, sir. I've been promoted. First assistant cashier to the assistant cashier. I'll stay in that job for about 5 years, then I'll become the assistant cashier. A couple of years in that, I'll be the cashier. After that, I'll become the treasurer. A couple of years of treasurer, secretary. A couple of years of that, vice president. Then do you know what I'll be?
Yeah, 105 years old.
It won't take me that long. Don't worry. I got some ideas that'll make them sit up and take notice.
Oh, I'm sure you do, Ralph, but, honey, have you really given this enough thought? I mean, you're an outside man, Ralph. You're an expert on buses and transportation, but, you know, this job's going to have a different kind of responsibility, Ralph. You're going to be handling an awful lot of money.
So what? I know how to handle responsibility and money. And by the way, while we're leveling with each other, you mind if I say something?
Not at all.
Well, now that you're an executive's wife, will you stop wearing those stupid-looking things?
What are you talking about? This is your sweater that I've got on. It's freezing in here.
Well, turn on the heat.
There isn't any heat. Can't you see they're fixing the pipe?
Oh. Well, take your last look at me in this busman's uniform. I am now going in and get used to a white tie and collar. Whoa! It's freezing in there. Give me my sweater.
Oh, no, you don't. You're a big executive now. You can't be seen in a stupid-looking outfit like this.
Well, when are we going to get some heat?
Well, I told you they're fixing the pipes. They're down in the basement now.
I'm going down there.
Ralph, will you stop? You're just going to waste their time. We'll get heat as soon as they fix the pipes.
Boy, what an easy mark you are. You got to talk to them. Talk to them. I don't want any excuses. I want heat. Heat!
Hi, Alice.
Listen, what did those plumbers say about getting some heat in this 5-story igloo? Now it's snowing outside.
I know, nothing new. Oh, Trix, I got the most wonderful news for you. Ralph got a promotion. What? They made him an executive.
Oh, Alice, what wonderful news. I'm so happy for you. I'm going to go right upstairs and tell Ed I left him in the bathtub. Ooh, of all days to take a bath.
Well, we're going to get some heat.
When?
As soon as the pipes are fixed.
Now I know why they made you an executive.
Where's that leather jacket I got?
Oh, it's in the top shelf up there in a cardboard box in the closet.
Hey, listen, another thing. Don't mention anything about my promotion to Trixie or Ed. I want to surprise them myself.
Hey, Al. How you feel?
Cold, Ed.
I just took a bath. Makes you feel good, good. Because I had to chop my way out of the tub. Hey, Trixie told me about Ralph. But where is he?
Oh, Ed, please. Now, don't say a word to Ralph about the promotion.
Why, doesn't he know anything about it?
Of course he knows about it, but I wasn't supposed to have said anything to Trixie, so he wants to surprise the two of you himself.
Oh, don't worry about a thing, Alice. I'll act like I don't know a thing about it.
Well, make sure now, Ed.
Hey, is this hot water hot?
Yeah, I just boiled it to make some coffee.
Can I have some?
Sure, there's a cup right there in the icebox.
I don't need the cup. My old man used to wear one of these around his neck from the 1st of October to 1st of April.
Listen, Ed. Now, be sure you don't say a word about the promotion to Ralph.
Look, don't worry about a thing. I'll act so surprised you won't even think that I know a word about it.
All right.
Oh, hiya, Norton. I thought I heard you talking out here. My friend,
What?
I have a surprise for you.
A surprise, Ralph? What is it?
I have been promoted. I am now an executive.
What a surprise!
So you told them, huh? Get up out of there.
I was never so surprised in my life, Ralph.
Well, at least I'll have the satisfaction of telling Trixie about it.
Ralph, congratulations.
Blabbermouth.
Ralph, when we went down to the basement, Trixie dropped by, and I told her. When you came upstairs and told me to keep it a secret, it was too late.
Well, I can be thankful for one thing. I was the first one to tell the plumbers.
Alice, I gotta go back upstairs. Listen, Ed, stuff will be ready in half an hour. Congratulations again, Ralph.
Ralph, if you don't mind waiting a little bit, as soon as the heat comes up, then I'll start your supper.
All right, honey.
I'm in.
Yeah?
Just came up to tell you I couldn't find the trouble in the pipes.
Well, what are you going to do now?
Go home.
What do you mean, go home? We got to get some heat in here tonight.
Well, don't blame me. I'd like to finish the job, but your landlord won't pay overtime.
What do I care what the landlord won't pay? You're staying here and fixing the pipes. I'll talk to the landlord. Where is he?
Florida.
Florida.
Can't stand this cold weather. Oh, you can't help you. Hey, Mo, leave the tools down there for tomorrow. Meet you out in front of the house. Okay, Joe. If it was up to me, I'd stick with it, but you know how it is. Oh, by the way, good luck on the new job.
I'm suing that landlord. I'm suing him for every cent he's got.
Ralph, what we got to worry about is tonight. We can't stay here. We'll freeze to death. Why don't we go over to my mother's and we can sleep over?
I am not going to your mother's. Your
Why
apartment
not?
is too small for us.
Too small? You didn't think that when you lived there for 4 years. And that apartment hasn't gotten any smaller.
Oh, but Ralph's gotten bigger.
Are you asking for a fat lip?
All right, quiet down, quiet down. Our problem at this moment is trying to get some heat up here. Boy, this old house is getting old. These old pipes are getting rusty. There's your trouble right there. These pipes must be 50,000 years old. Probably rust and dirt and other foreign matter stuck in there. I'm going down to the basement to get some steam pressure from the boiler and throw it right up through the pipe there. We'll have heat in a minute. Now listen, when I get down there, I'm going to holler up through the pipe so I get the right pipe. All right?
All right, pal.
Oh.
You know, I hate to admit it, but every now and then he comes up with something good.
Oh, Ralph, you're just being silly. If the plumbers couldn't fix the pipe, what makes you think Ed can?
This is no reflection on the plumber. He's probably a very good all-around man with sinks and bathtubs and stuff like that. But when it comes to pipes, Norton's a specialist.
Yeah? I suppose the specialist doesn't know...
Hello there! Hello there!
Hello there! It's Cramden up here.
Roger! I got the steam pressure outlet hooked up to the pipe.
Good.
I'm looking for the valve that turns it on.
Uh-huh. Can you find it? It's a metal case. Real metal case. I'll give him pressure up through the pipe.
Now, Ralph, you can't do that.
Shut up and leave me alone. Are you down there, Norton?
Is the pipe cleaned out, Ralph?
I don't know, Norton. I can't see down from up here. But you look up here from down there.
Roger.
Are you looking?
Yep.
Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? Don't steam me, Alice. Don't steam me.
Why not? It's probably the only steam we're going to get up here.
Ha ha ha! Hardy har har! Come down there!
Listen. I'm going to go in and pack a few things. We're going to go over to my mother's.
I'm not going. I'm staying here.
Ralph, you can't stay here. It's too cold in here. You'll catch a terrible cold. You'll be sick.
So
you won't
what?
be able to
So
go
what
to...
if I catch a cold? It won't cost me anything. It'll cost that landlord something, though. I'm getting a lawyer, and I'm going to sue him. I'll sue him. I'll see my assemblyman. Don't worry. I know how to throw my weight around.
Yeah. If you knew how to throw your weight around, you wouldn't leave it where it is.
Oh, you gonna get yours one of these days.
We're going to my mother's.
You're going. I'm staying.
It wasn't the pipes. It was not the pipes. But on the way up here, I got an idea how to...
Shut up. I don't want to hear any of your ideas.
This is an awful good idea. Now listen to me. Look.
What?
If
This is
that...
another stupid idea of yours. You're going to get a knuckle sandwich.
All right. I'm willing to give it a try. What is that?
That's a stove.
True.
So what?
All we got to do is open the door, turn on the range, and light it up. Then we got some warm air coming out here that'll keep us very comfortable.
That's great. I wonder why the girls didn't think of that.
Is that a match?
Maybe there's one in the bedroom. Here you are.
Hey, you smell something funny?
It's gas! The room's loaded with gas! Let some air in! Get some air in there!
Let me leave you with this thought. Before I set my foot in this house again, it's gonna have to be a pretty cold day.
$38, $39, $40, $41, $42, $43, $45.
That cold certainly is a beauty.
Yeah. 40. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
15.
Oh, thank you. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Brandon.
21.
Check this list.
Yeah.
I'm going home. It's almost 6.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, Frank.
Good night, George. Maybe I'll see you in the
2,
morning.
3,
You coming in on the
4.
8:32?
Well, I'm not getting the 8:32. I'll take the 9:15. I don't have to be in until 10.
I have to get the 8:32. I've got a 9:30 dentist appointment. Well, I'll see you in the morning at 10, huh?
Okay.
Franklin.
$58.
58. Well, that's the same total I got.
Oh.
Yeah, that means we're $3 short. There must be an error somewhere. Tell you what you do, Cramden. You take the cash out of the safe and check it. And in the morning, you let me know where the error was, huh?
Okay.
Good night, Cramden.
Good night.
Well, that's quite a cold you've got there, Cramden. Tell you what, when you get home, first thing you do is to get into bed and drink plenty of liquids and get a good night's rest.
Yes.
Oh, and one thing above all, be sure that you don't make the mistake of having your apartment too warm. You need fresh air. Leave a window open.
We got a window open.
Good. Well, Cramden, you all ready to put that money back in the safe so I can lock it up?
No, there's some kind of mistake here, and I'm trying to find out where it is.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll just set the time lock now, and you can put it in when you're finished. There. Set for 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, remember, Cramden, be sure you put everything in there before you close that door.
Yes.
There's no way to open the safe again until 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
All right, then. See you later. He's inside.
Thank you.
Mr. Cramden?
Yeah?
There's a Mr. Norton outside to see you.
Oh, yeah, he's a friend of mine. I wanted him to come in and take a look around. Is it all right if he comes in?
Well, after Mr. Nolan, Mr. Murray, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Williams, Mr. Hopkins, and Mr. Boyle go home, you're the boss.
Oh, send him in.
Ralph? Oh, Ralph. Mr. Cramden.
Oh, it's you, Norton. I'll be with you in a minute. Well, that's that. Well, Norton, you can come in now.
Boy. Hey, what a setup you got here, Ralph. Just think, yesterday you were a friend, today you're a contact. Well, now that you're a big executive sitting there, I might say that I'm very happy for you, but I'm a little sorry that I may lose a neighbor and a friend.
I suppose by that remark you mean that I'll be moving out of the neighborhood, looking up some important friends? Well, you're wrong there, Norton. Real wrong. Success won't go to my head. I'll be the same swell guy I always was. My friends today will be my friends tomorrow.
I got something to say to you, Ralph. You are a fat Abraham Lincoln.
Thank you. Yes, sir, even when I'm president, the bus drivers will be saying the same about me then as they say about me now.
Well, when you get to be president, you can fire them for what they say.
That dig can only be inspired by jealousy.
You know, you just hurt me then, what you just said. You hurt me. If you think that I could be jealous of your success, I come walking through that door a little while ago, I see you sitting there behind your own desk, executive, with all that money sitting there in front of you that they trust you with. I got a warm feeling right in here. My pal had reached the top. I couldn't be any happier if it happened to me, like they give me the top job in my business. Foreman in charge of the 42nd Street outlet to the East River.
I'm sorry. You're a pal.
Hey, let me look at you. Don't you feel, you look funny around the eyes. You got a temperature or something?
No, it's just warm in here, that's all. My throat's a little sore.
Oh.
I'll be all right. I'll be with you in a minute. I'm trying to check a mistake.
What's the mistake?
Well, we're $3 behind or something. It must be in one of these stacks of 25, and I got to count them.
Well, look, I know a quicker way than that. Let me. $25. $25. Whoops. 28.
28. Where did you learn to do that?
Oh, I do a lot of counting money down the sewer there. When you're down there, what you can't see, you gotta hear.
I'll just leave a note now and tell him that I okayed the mistake and we can go.
I'm gonna look around the drink. Hey, what a safe you got here. Fort Knox has got nothing on this. Woo-hoo.
I happen to be in entire charge of that safe.
Yeah? Oh, look, this must make 2 tons just the door itself. Must take 2 men to move the thing, huh?
On the contrary, this door is so well balanced that it moves with the touch of a finger.
Good.
I'll prove it to you. Here. 1 finger. There it goes.
If I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it.
That's not the only feature of this safe. It's also burglar-proof. You couldn't open this with TNT until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. You see, it has a time lock on it.
Yeah.
And once you... Right! I'm done. I'm done. I'm through. I'm finished.
What are you, sick? What's the matter?
I forgot to put the money in the safe. That thing won't open till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. The boss finds out that I did this on my first day, I'm fired.
Wait a minute. Let's think it through. The boss don't need to know nothing about it. You get here the first thing in the morning. When the thing opens up, put the money back in there.
I can't leave the money around here. I'm responsible for it.
Take it home with you. That way you'll know where it is all the time.
I can't do that. If Alice finds me with this money, she'll know I goofed on the first day of the job.
Well, wait. There is the answer. A brown paper bag, the perfect disguise for money. They'll think you're carrying sandwiches. You can even fool Alice. How many times do you come home with a brown paper bag full of pizza? Put the money in here and take it home.
Hey, you're right, Norton.
Get it all. Is that it?
That's it, pal. Thank you very, very much, Norton. You know, a lot of times I don't think you can think. But at times you show me that you have wit.
Thank you very much, Ralph. Coming from you, I know it's sincere. I know that at times it may appear that I'm a scatterbrain, calm as the mill pond on the outside, but always in here. The wheels are turning. 24 hours a day, Ralph. And remember this, as the twig is bent, so grows the tree.
Honestly, Ralph, you've been sneezing all day and coughing and everything, and your throat's all clogged up. Why don't you put your pajamas on and get into bed? You've got a very bad cold.
I have not got a cold. And I don't care what you say. I'm going to work tomorrow morning.
I don't get it, Ralph. I just don't get it. In the last year, I distinctly remember you stayed home from work once when you stubbed your toe. Another time you stayed home with a frostbitten earlobe. And I will never forget the time that you stayed home for 2 whole days with a severe hangnail. Now, when it looks like you're going to get pneumonia, you want to go to work.
You just don't understand, that's all. The second morning on a new job is the crucial morning.
Oh, brother, you got fever. You're delirious.
Gesundheit. How you feel?
Feel terrible. I'm hot all over. My back aches. I never felt better in all my life. Where are you going?
I'll be right back, Ralph. I'm just going to the store.
She's not kidding me. She's not going to any store. She's going to call the doctor. Sneak.
No, wait a minute. Maybe she is. Maybe she is going to the store. Maybe she is. Hey, did bringing the money home in the paper bag work out?
Oh, yeah. She didn't notice anything. I got it hid underneath the pillows and the sheets.
Yeah. Well, I took care of that problem. I got to take care of your cold. You got a temperature thermometer?
Yeah, I got one on the medicine.
All right.
What are you doing?
The rear pocket. Well, it's something I picked up watching the television, a medic.
Get out of here!
Ralph, I just talked to the doctor. And you're going to listen to me.
I told you. I am married to the Florence Nightingale of Bensonhurst.
Listen, Ralph. The doctor says that you have to get into bed. And whether you like it or not, you're going to. And you're going to stay in that bed all day tomorrow, too.
I am not going to bed. I'm staying right here. A Derrick couldn't get me out of this chair.
Oh, Oh, a good big one might be able to do it.
Well, you're a riot.
Look, just calm down, settle down. When you get all excited, your basic metabolism is going up to the ceiling. Now, listen. Just take my advice. Hot or cold, you gotta leave here in the morning. Alice can't do nothing about it. Go in there, get into the bed, and get a good night's rest.
I have to give it a satisfaction, but you're right.
You bet.
I'll do what she says tonight, but hot or cold, I go in the morning. All right, you win. I'm going to bed.
Oh, good. I want to just give you some fresh sheets and pillowcases.
Wait a minute! No, you don't.
What is the matter with you?
Nothing. I'll get them myself.
They're all the same, Ralph.
Yeah, but I have some favorites. There you are.
Oh, brother.
Thank you. We can't leave the money in there anymore. The snacks.
I got it. Look, it's a brown paper bag that you asked, didn't you? Alice had a supper. Listen, there's probably a lot of stuff there in the icebox all around the bird. Come on, we'll put it in here. She won't notice it.
There's plenty of brown paper bags in there, too.
There's a lot of brown paper.
Everything's all ready for you, Ralph.
All right. Well, good night, Norton.
All right, Ralph, hope you feel better.
Ralph, let me know when you get into bed. I got some cold pills for you.
See you later.
Okay.
All right, Trixie, I'm just coming up.
Oh, well, wait a minute. I got some bundles for you to bring up.
I'll go chew the fat with Ralph.
All right. Alice, I bought a little stewing chicken for you and soup greens. Some chicken soup will do Ralph good. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Trix. I better make some room for it down in the icebox. Oh, I've never seen a fail. If you look at what's always on the bottom. What a mess. I'm going to have to rearrange everything in here. You've never seen it equal. Here they are. I guess while I'm at it, I might just as well wash the icebox out, too. Yeah, that's a good idea. One after this week. I'll do that.
Cold in there.
Well, I'll get the extra blanket for you and put it on. I'll finish this up, Alice.
Tomatoes. Celery. What
are you doing?
I feel I'm looking for a piece of fruit. I feel like eating something.
Those are soap chips.
I feel like washing something.
Well, you're certainly making a fine mess out of it. Look at this, Alice. Our fun-loving Rover boys are mixing up all our packages. Oh, no.
I'll do it.
You can't tell which is which, Ralph.
I'll find out which is which.
Gives us a chance to find out where our hard-earned money is going.
See.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is ours. This is one of ours.
What have you got in that bag, Ralph? How do you
got
know
some cheese.
Cheese, that's mine. Now, just get out of the way, will you, please, before we get our things. I think these two are mine, Trixie. Yeah, well, these are mine.
I'll help you.
Hey, look at us here.
You got a lot to do.
Yeah, I got all of mine. Now, look at this. Uh-oh. Hey, wait, the bottom of this bag is going to break out. Look, Ed, I'll take some of these up, and you bring the rest, will you, please?
Sure. Just give me...
Honestly. Good night, Alice. I'll see you later. Listen, I hope you're feeling better, Ralph.
I think this is ours.
Well, good night, Norton. All right. He dropped one of his packages.
Oh, that's all right. I'll get it to Trixie in the morning. Ralph, I've got what you're looking for. What is it?
It's money.
I figured that out for myself. Where did it come from?
Look, I didn't want to tell you that I goofed on the job today, but I accidentally closed the time safe, and I had to keep the money outside the safe. They find out that I did this down at the office, I'm fired.
Ralph, why did you keep this from me? Why didn't you tell me about it sooner?
I know I should have told you, but I just didn't, that's all.
I would have understood, Ralph, for heaven's sake.
Well, I'm fired now. Once they find out about this, I'm through.
Don't talk like that, Ralph. After all, you were excited. It was your first day on the job. You were anxious to make good. The thing to do now is call the head cashier and tell him exactly what happened.
I can't do that. They'll think I'm dumb and fire me.
Oh, they won't anything of the kind, Ralph.
Think so?
Well, of course. Anybody could make a mistake like that.
Look, I know you're right, but I don't have to call the cashier. I'll be down there in the morning. I can put it in the safe myself.
Well, all right, Ralph, if it'll make you feel better to
Don't
do
worry,
that.
and nothing's going to go wrong either, honey. Nothing's going wrong. There's 3 things on my side. I'm going to work tomorrow morning. I'm getting up very early tomorrow morning. And the third and most important reason of all, nothing can happen to me because Norton is not helping me.
believe her.
Well, I don't know.
Well, if you suspect Cramden, what have you done about it?
I sent a couple of my men to pick him up and bring him here. We're trying to get... Well, what's with Cramden? Did you lose him?
No, Joe's still tailing him. He led us right back here.
Back here, huh?
There, you see? If he had stolen the money, he certainly wouldn't be coming back here.
Wait a minute. What time is Cramden doing his work?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. It's 5 of 8. Is anyone due in any earlier? 5 of 8. Sure, it adds up. Now, look, I'll tell you what happened. Cramden was here alone in the office last night. He stole that money. He took it home. After a sleepless night, he gets cold feet, decides to return the money. So he gets here bright and early, puts the money back, and that way nobody's any wiser.
I still can't believe that Ralph Cramden would do anything dishonest.
Look, Mr. Marshall, if we find the money on him, then will you believe that I'm right?
Well, I'll just have to.
Okay, look, he's due here any minute. Let's get over here and wait for him. Come on. Got in that paper bag. Come on. All right. There it is. Cramden, you're under arrest.
Under arrest?
That's right, for stealing that money.
Well,
now stop your stalling. It'll go easy with you if you sign a confession right now.
But I didn't steal anything. I'm innocent. You see, I accidentally closed the safe, and the time lock went on, so I had to take the money home with me. I guess somebody come in here after I was gone and came in to steal the money, but I had the money home with me, and they couldn't steal it. I'm a hero. Honest, I'm innocent. Won't somebody believe me?
Look, Cramden, don't try to get out of this. There's nothing you can say.
But I'm innocent. Honest, I am. Mr. Marshall, you know I wouldn't take any money.
Well, I know one thing. You come up with an awful good story.
I'm clean. Clean. I said I'm clean.
What do you think? Is this the man? Is this the shifty one?
The man.
Well, I'll tell you he's shifty, all right. He almost got away. I caught him on 48th Street sneaking down into a sewer.
For the 10th time have I got to tell you, I worked down that sewer.
This guy makes up a pretty good story himself.
I'm honest, fellas. I'm telling you, we're innocent.
All right. Stop pleading, Ralph. Stop pleading. Keep your dignity. They haven't got a case against us. I mean, after all, what can they prove? What can they prove? That you and I were the last two people here in this room last night? That the safe was blown up? That you got $2,000?
I'm innocent! I throw myself on your mercy.
All right, come on, you guys.
I don't want to go to
jail.
jail.
Come on, Cramden.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, just a minute. Sergeant Broder's for you.
Hello, Sergeant Broder speaking. What? When? Yeah, thanks. I'll see you down there. That was headquarters calling. They just picked up a couple of guys who admitted that they blew open that safe.
I told you I was innocent.
Guess I owe you an apology.
Forget it. Next time I get a ticket for parking, I'll know where to come to.
Sorry, I guess we all make mistakes.
Oh, I guess sergeants make mistakes. That's why there's patrolmen in Staten Island.
Well, Cramden, I'm real glad.
All right, go get some breakfast now.
Well, Cramden, there's nothing left for me to say except I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Marshall.
Sorry, he says. Sorry. Here's a man that's been driving your bus for 15 years.
Don't start anything,
Let me finish. Never short a nickel. Every transfer accounted for. He never let you down. But you let him down.
Why?
Today, yes, you did. You let him down.
Don't start anything.
Let me finish. On mere circumstantial evidence, you were ready to think that this faithful employee of yours was a culprit. And all you can say is, I'm sorry. But I'll tell you what I can say. I don't think this company here is worth working for, and I got something to tell you. We quit.
What? Wait, just a moment.
This man
Let him finish.
You betcha. This man spends every single waking hour thinking of ways to improve this company. He's got ideas, this man. He's an idea man. He's got ideas on how to solve the cross-town traffic problem, how to dispatch the buses, keep the schedules. Many's the night. Many's the night. I've listened to him up there give me ideas on how to save you a fortune on gas, oil, and tires. When this man walks out of that door, you're not losing a bus driver. You're losing a walking suggestion box.
Why, Camden, why didn't you tell me this when I put you to work in the office?
Well, it was a promotion, you know, and...
Oh, Camden.
More money.
I could hire a bookkeeper to do your job, but a man who has ideas for increasing the efficiency of the company should be outside doing the work he knows best. Now, you're going back on your bus. And tomorrow you're going in training as assistant dispatcher. I'm going to call up the dispatch office right now and notify them. Oh, by the way, Camden, about the raise. It's still yours.
How about?
Don't thank me. Thank your friend.
You know nothing? I say an awful lot of mean things to you. Other times, I guess maybe you deserve it. Probably most of the times you don't. Probably all of the times I should be saying these things to myself. You know, I'm sure that anybody in the world would give an awful lot of dough to have a friend like you. A guy that's in a corner like you are all the time. I call you dumb and everything. Gotta admit, pal, there's times that you're absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's wicked. That's come from you. You know, that gets me right down here because I know you mean it. I know a lot of the time I'm a scatterbrain. You know, calm on the outside like a mill pond. But on the inside here, 24 hours a day, Ralph boy, the old wheels are going around. Don't forget, as the twig is bent, so grows the tree. Come on, let's go.
It's gotta be me! Gotta be me!
Ralph, anybody home? Alice, you in there? Anybody home? How do you like that? They walk out here, leave the door unlocked. Anybody could just come in here and steal their possessions. Well, maybe they know what they're doing. Anybody home? Hey, Ralph. You down there, Ralph? Whimsical little double eye. lights again. Hey, Ralph.
What gall?
Hello, Ralph. What nerve?
What guts? He inferred that I was crazy. That I was nuts.
Who said that?
Who? My boss, Mr. Marshall, that's who. This afternoon, he calls me into his office. He says to me, Crampton, he said, this past month, we have received 4 complaints from passengers about you. He said they said you were ill-tempered and insulting. Get a load of that. What do you think happened then? He took me off my bus. He told me I wasn't fit to drive it. That's not all. Then he had the gall to say to me, you're going to the company psychiatrist. Me? To a psychiatrist? He thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm crazy. Well, I'm not crazy. He's the one that's crazy. I'm just as sane as he is.
Ralph, you're getting all upset over nothing. When I was in the Navy, I got sent to a psychiatrist once. I mean, he didn't think I was crazy. It was just a case of split personality. He told me like I was really 2 people. One of me was Ed Norton, the gay, carefree, man about town, bon vivant, scatterbrain. The other one was Ed Norton, the sober, serious-minded thinker. Now, I see, I mean, maybe that's your problem, you know.
Well, what happened?
Oh, I got cured. Now I'm just one person. I'm Ed Norton, the sober, serious-minded thinker. Maybe that's your problem. Maybe a split personality, you know, like you're two people.
Never mind, Norton, never mind.
You're big enough to be 3 people.
Don't start anything, Norton, unless you want to go up in the air. Boy, does that turn me up. Gotta go to a psychiatrist. Suppose he makes a mistake. Suppose he sends in a bad report. I'll never drive a bus as long as I live again.
He won't make a mistake. They make a very thorough examination.
What kind of an examination?
Well, as I remember correctly, the first thing they give you is the old knee test.
The knee test? What's that?
Is that a hammer? Top floor. Here, sit down there. Sit right down there, cross your legs. What are you doing? Just getting a few practice shots.
Come on!
All right.
This is important to me. I want to know if I'm going to drive a bus.
All right, just calm down.
Well?
I can always get you a job with me in the sewer.
What are you talking about? What went wrong?
Your leg is supposed to go up.
Well, maybe you didn't hit it hard enough. Hit it again. Will you hit it hard, Norton?
All right, but remember, you asked for it. 1, 2.
Will you stop counting? Then I expect it. Do it unexpected like.
All right. Toe bone's connected to the ankle bone, and the ankle bone connected to the shin bone, and the shin bone connected to the knee bone. It didn't go up. You want me to try the other knee?
No, I don't. Nothing wrong with me. I'm just nervous, that's all.
Yeah. Today, you think you're nervous. Tomorrow, you'll think you're Napoleon.
Get out. Get out! Maybe there is something wrong with me. My leg won't go up.
I'm late, honey, but you know that supermarket was absolutely jammed. I know you'll forgive me.
Forget about it.
I'll have your dinner ready for you in a minute, anyhow. Crazy people, crazy people, crazy like me.
Stop singing that song! I said stop singing that song!
What's the matter with that song? Why can't I sing it?
Because I said you can't, that's why.
Oh, stop your singing, go to the stove and get the supper.
Don't you stand there and bark any orders at me. Who do you think you are, Napoleon Bonaparte?
I am not Napoleon Bonaparte.
What's the matter with you, Ralph? You're talking like you're out of your mind.
Don't say that, Alice, don't say that.
Well, what do you expect me to say when you talk like this? What's wrong with you anyway?
You want to know what's wrong with me, Alice? You want to know what's wrong with me? All right, I'll tell you. My leg won't go up.
Your leg won't go up?
That's right. That's right. I hit it with a hammer, but it wouldn't go up.
Oh, brother, you keep talking like this, they're going to come with a net and take you away.
Stop saying that.
Listen, Ralph, I don't know what's wrong with you. I haven't seen you carry on like this since that time that I refused to give you the money to invest in that uranium field in Asbury Park.
Go ahead, Alice. Tell your little jokes. Go ahead, get off your little jollies. I've got news for you, Alice. Big news. Your husband is crazy.
All right. What's the big news?
Oh, you're a riot.
Oh, what a riot! That's funny! You're a real riot. They're coming now to put you on a stage. They get the costumes ready, Alice.
Let me tell you something. Maybe it won't be so funny to you when I tell you this. This afternoon, Mr. Marshall took me in his office. There's been complaints about me on the bus. He's sending me to the company's psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist?
Yeah, the psychiatrist. And that means I'm crazy.
Oh, don't be silly, Ralph. Just sending you to a psychiatrist doesn't mean you're crazy.
Oh, it doesn't? That doesn't mean I'm crazy? All right. All right. That doesn't mean I'm crazy? All right.
That means I'm crazy.
It sure does.
This is the night. This is the night. I didn't know whether it would be last week or this month, but tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night you're gonna get yours, Alice.
Now, you just listen to me, Ralph. You're building this whole thing up in your mind. Just because Mr. Marshall wants to send you to the company psychiatrist doesn't mean that he thinks you're crazy. He probably just thinks that you're nervous and irritable, and maybe you got some problem, and the psychiatrist can help you with it. Why, millions of people go to psychiatrists every day with simple little problems like that.
You do?
Of course they do.
Think that's it?
I know it is.
Sure it is. Certainly. There's nothing wrong with me. Boy, I'm nuts. I mean, you know. Sure. I'll go to him. What can he do to me? Let him do anything he wants. Give me any kind of test. Let him x-ray my head if he wants. He can x-ray my head all he wants. He'll find nothing.
Make yourself comfortable. The doctor will be with you in a minute.
Well, tell him there's no hurry. This isn't an emergency, you know. There's nothing wrong with me.
Certainly, Miss Cramden.
I tell you, we didn't have anything like that in the Navy.
Will you just keep quiet?
What are you talking to me like that for? Why'd you ask me to come in the first place?
Because I don't want to be in this room with a psychiatrist alone, that's why. All last night I couldn't sleep a wink.
All I kept seeing was guys in white coats running after me, trying to put me in a straitjacket.
Don't worry, Ralphie boy. Pal of mine. Nobody's gonna put you in a straitjacket.
Thank you, Norton.
Where are they gonna find one big enough?
All right, let's go.
What?
Get him up. Come on. Let's go, Norton.
Oh, you're gonna hurt him.
Just put him up. That's all I ask.
Oh, you'll hurt.
Don't tell me about hurting. Come on, get down out of there.
Promise you won't hurt me, I'll come back.
Get down out of there. Get down.
Gentlemen.
Oh, hi, Doc.
How do you do? All right, nobody's going to hurt you, Mr. Cramden.
Wait a minute. He's not Mr. Cramden. I'm Mr. Cramden.
You're Mr. Cramden?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine, Mr. Norton. I brought him along with me.
Hey, see, Doc, there's nothing wrong with me.
Yes, so I see.
Get down from there.
Mr. Norton, I wonder if you mind leaving the room. I'd like to be alone with Mr. Cramden for a few minutes.
Oh, Doctor, would you mind very much if he stayed with me, please, here?
Well, it's a little irregular, Mr. Cramden. I hold my consultations in private.
Please, Doc, just do this for me, will you?
Well, I don't know, Mr. Cramden.
Humor him, Doc. He's nuts.
All right. All right, since this is just a preliminary examination. Now, if you'll just sit down, Mr. Cramden, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Where do you want me to sit?
Right there, please.
All right.
Mr. Cramden, I noticed that you limp. Is that disability permanent?
Oh, no. It just started hurting this morning. I hit myself with a hammer.
You were hitting yourself with a hammer?
Oh, wait a minute. Don't get the wrong idea. I wasn't hitting myself with a hammer. I had him do it.
Well, you asked me to.
Look, there's nothing wrong with me.
Now, Doc, he's as sane as I am.
Will you shut up?
All right, gentlemen, all right. Now, I'd like to get on with an examination. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is to give you an aptitude test, Mr. Cramden. Now, you're going to like this. This is fun.
Can three play?
Now, Mr. Cramden, you will notice that these blocks are all of different shapes and sizes. Now, the object of this is to place the proper block in the proper hole. When you do it properly, you don't have to force them.
Oh. Ralph, a 5-year-old could do it.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
You can't push a square block into a round hole.
No? Then how did you get your head in your hat?
Mr. Norton, I must insist that you leave Mr. Cramden alone with me for a few minutes.
Oh, all right, Doc. That's the way you want it. Don't worry, Ralph. Chin up. Keep smiling. Keep the stiff upper lip. You're 100% okay, huh? Take care of him, Doc. It's a sick boy.
Cramden, tell me.
Hey, wait a minute.
Very good. Very good. I can't tell you how happy I am to see that you could do that. But I would like to ask you a question, Mr. Cramden. Have you known Mr. Norton very long?
Norton? He's been my pal ever since I can remember.
I see. Well, I don't know exactly how to tell you this, Mr. Cramden, but he's your problem.
What do you mean?
That man gets on your nerves. He upsets you. He aggravates you. He keeps you in a constant state of irritation.
Norton?
Yes, if you keep seeing that man, you're going to have a nervous breakdown.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I'm trying to say that you've got to stop seeing that man.
Stop saying Norton?
Yes. That's the only
thing. He's my pal. We fooled around ever since we've been kids together.
Well, you want to drive a bus again, don't you, Mr. Cramden? Well, I'm afraid that I can't permit it while your nerves are in this condition. And your nerves will not improve as long as you continue to associate with Mr. Norton. Now, as a further tonic, I suggest that you take up a hobby of some kind, something to occupy your mind. Say, model airplane building. Now, I'll come to see you in a couple of days. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll send your friend in now. Mr. Norton, you go right in.
Okay, thank you, Doc.
Goodbye.
All right. Gonna be okay?
Yep. That's what I wanted to hear. Come on, let's go home and spread the good news. You're acquitted!
Norton, do you mind going home ahead of me? I'd like to walk home alone, if you don't mind.
Of course. I know how you feel, Rob. You want to be alone. You want to be alone with your thoughts. I mean, does anybody know you better than your old pal Norton, huh? How long have I known you? Good number of years, huh? Right? You bet your sweet honorable life. I'll go home. Listen. I want you to know that you always got a friend in me. Whether you're nuts or not.
Alice, will you please come in here? I got a problem more serious than bringing in the wash.
All right, Ralph. Here, take this.
Alice. What am I going to tell him? What am I going to say to Norton? I can't walk up to him, a guy that I've known all my life, and just say goodbye, Norton? Wait a minute. Maybe if I insulted him, you know, maybe he'd be so mad at me he wouldn't want to see me anymore anyway.
Oh, but that's awfully cruel, Ralph.
Hey, I got it. I'll write him a note. I'll explain everything in the note, write it to him, and slip it under his door.
Oh, I think that's a little cold.
What do I care if it's cold or not? I got my sanity to think about. I'm writing him a letter.
Well, Ralph, you do as you think best. You'll have to work something out. I'm just going to run down to the drugstore and pick up that nerve tonic that the doctor prescribed for you. I'll be right back.
Let's see. Gotta break it to him gently. Dear Norton, pal, old mine. Friend, chum, lifelong buddy. Don't ever come near me again. That's no good. Yeah, got it. Please try not to hate me for what I am about to do. Our friendship has lasted for years now, but it's difficult to tell you this. However, I am going to have to put an end to it. After what the that fella said, there is no other way out. You will never see me again. Goodbye forever. P.S. I forgive you for putting water in the milk.
Put this in an envelope and slip it under his door. Didn't she hide the envelope?
Ralph? Hey, Ralph, me and Cassidy is here. It's time to go bowling.
I ain't going. You can go without me.
Ralph, it's Thursday night.
I said I ain't going. Now get out of here. Go away from me.
Hey, what's eating him?
Oh, he's upset. He went to the psychiatrist this morning.
Ralph? To a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
I always figured he was as sound as the Rock of Gibraltar.
Well, the rock is losing some of its pebbles. I'm telling you, boy, the psychiatrist must have told him something pretty serious. It's upset him, you know. I think it affected his mind.
Hey, we better get going, Norton, if we want to get an alley.
Yeah. Okay, Cassidy.
Well, are you coming, Norton? What's the matter, Norton?
He's going to kill himself.
What are you talking about?
Listen to this. I'm going to have to put an end to it. After what the psychiatrist said, there's no way out. You will never see me again. Goodbye forever. Boy, the psychiatrist must have said something really serious. The poor kid. The poor, fat little kid.
Gee, this is awful. You better tell his wife.
What do you mean, tell his wife? How are you going to tell a woman that her husband's going to commit suicide? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it impossible. I'm going to save him from himself.
Well, how are you going to do it?
I'll tell you how I'm going to do it. He's not going to get a chance to kill himself. I'll follow him to here to the ends of the earth, day and night. Wherever you see Ralph, you see Norton. Wherever you see Norton, you see Ralph.
Come on, wait a minute. If he wants to commit suicide, he's going to think of some way to get away from him.
He's not going to think of a way. I'll stick with him through thick and thin. I don't care if he insults me or throws me out of the house or calls me all sorts of names. I'll stick to him no matter what.
Norton, don't let anybody ever say that the sewer doesn't turn out fine men.
Thank you, Cassidy. Thank you. All right, now you get down bowling. I don't want Ralph to get suspicious. Go ahead.
Norton, how can I bowl after a thing like this? I'll shoot a little pool.
Ralph. What are you doing here? I thought you went bowling. I changed my mind. I'm going to stick around with you tonight.
You're not going to stick around with me. I want to be alone.
What for?
I've got something important to do. That's what's for. Now get out of here and leave me alone.
I'm staying.
Can't you take a hint?
Yeah, I can take a hint.
All right, then listen to this. I want to be alone.
I hate you. Hate you, hate you, hate you. Now get out.
All right, now what's the hint?
Did you just hear me say I hate you?
Yeah.
Then get out.
Yes, we did.
Get out!
My boy Ralph who said that.
Get out of here, Norton.
Get it through your warped little mind. I'm staying. All right. Go ahead and stay. But as far as I'm concerned, you're not here. You're not here. No, you don't. Well, I guess it's all right. You couldn't get through the first layer without...
Norton, you say one more word and I remove all of your teeth.
I won't say a word.
Get up! Get up!
Hi, Ralph.
Hi, Joe. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
You don't understand what?
Get a load of this. 2 days ago, I decided to stay away from Norton. You know, he's been aggravating me, driving me nuts all the time, so I decided to stay away from him, have nothing to do with him. Nobody told me to do this, you know. No psychiatrist or anything. It was my idea. Well, anyway, I'm staying away from him for 2 days. But since I've been staying away from him, I've been seeing him. And I know I haven't been seeing him because I know he's at work.
What are you talking about?
Just what I told you. Every time I walk down the street, I turn around, I look up, and I see Norton. Then I look back again, and he's gone.
Well, do you see Norton or don't you?
I don't see Norton. I see him, but I don't see him. I can't see him. He's at work.
Oh. What does oh mean? Now, look, you know what, Ralph? It seems to me like the same thing has happened to you as happened to Shorty.
What happened to Shorty?
Well, see, he's a guy that used to hang around here. Now, he's got a little dog. He's crazy about the dog. They're always together. No matter where he goes, the dog goes. They're always together, just like you and Norton. Well, one day the little dog gets sick. Well, Shorty is heartbroken because now he's got to leave the little dog home and he's got to go out by himself.
I know just how Shorty felt.
Well, now that he can't go out with the dog no more, every dog that he sees looks like his. And that's what's happened to you, Ralph. Every guy you see looks like Norton.
What happened to Shorty?
Well, like I said, every dog that Shorty sees looks like his. And his dog is getting sicker and sicker. Yeah, they finally had to put the poor little fellow away.
Poor dog.
What dog? They put Shorty away.
I mean that Shorty,
Oh, he went all the way. You know, Ralph, the best thing for you is to get your mind off Norton. Now, look, how about a little game of pool?
Okay.
Do you good.
You break.
All right.
What ball?
Well, let's see. I'll play the corner ball in a corner pocket. What's so funny?
Nothing.
Well, it's on its way.
Yeah, it's a Newark.
Now, take it easy.
Look, was right out that window looking in here.
You're getting like...
Don't say it,
It's all in your mind, Ralph. All in your mind.
There's nothing in my mind. You didn't see Norton looking at him.
All right, Ralph, if you say he was there, he was there.
Yeah.
Take your shot.
I don't want to play anymore. Can't concentrate anymore. It's where I look. I think I see him. I know he's at work. I know what I'll do. I'm calling his wife, Trixie. I'll find out if he's at work or not.
Yeah. Well, I'll go clean up inside.
You hurry up, Mac. I gotta make a call in there.
telling you I was jumpy and nervous.
Yeah?
I'm not jumpy and nervous anymore. I'm just plain nuts.
Ralph!
You don't know what's been happening to me, Alice. You don't know what's been happening to me. No matter where I go, I see Norton. I walk down the street, I look up, there's Norton. I go into a store to buy a magazine, Norton's looking in at me through the window. I'm playing pool, he's peeking out of the phone booth. I get in the subway train, he's down at the end of the car. I'm going back, I tell you. Everything happens to me. Every time I look up, Norton's there. I open the door, Norton's standing outside. I tell you, I'm going back, Alice.
Ralph, now you just sit here. What you need is some of that nerve tonic. I'm going to get you
Nerve
a
tonic
right
won't do me
now.
any good. I'm too far gone now. I'm past the nerve tonic stage. I'm over the hill now, Alice. I'm over the hill, Alice. What am I going to do? What am I going to... Ah! Alice, you look like Norton. You're not going to believe me, Alice, but you just look like Norton.
Oh, Ralph, you're in a terrible state. I'm going to get you this medicine right now. Just a moment. Now, listen, Ralph, when the psychiatrist gets here, I want you to tell him all about this business of seeing Norton. Maybe he can help you.
What's the matter with you, Alice? You can't tell a psychiatrist anything about what I'm doing. If I told him I was seeing Norton, he'd put me away forever. I'd never drive a bus again. Don't you open your mouth if this is the psychiatrist. Come in.
Mr. Crampton. How are you feeling today, Mr. Crampton?
Oh, I'm feeling fine. Not nervous anymore.
Yeah.
Just as... fine. The tonic did it.
Good. I'm glad to hear.
That tonic did it.
You're in good shape, eh?
Oh, that's...
I think we ought to wait a little while longer before you go back to the bus, though.
Why? There's nothing wrong with me. I can go back tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure you're fine. I'm positive. I think, however, that we ought to wait just a little while longer. I'm going to give him a little tonic to see how he reacts. A stronger tonic than the one I gave before.
Alice! His face is at the window.
Whose face is in the window, Ralph?
Run.
Now, Mr. Crampton, I want you to calm yourself. Take it easy.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't know that. I'm wise to you. You think I'm a shorty. You think I'm a shorty and that my dog is dead. No, I'm no shorty.
Mr. Crampton.
Oh, no.
Tell me, who is Shorty?
How do I know? I never met him.
You better lie down, Mr. Crampton.
Don't touch. There's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you, though, and you.
Hi, Ed.
All I need is a little
Ralph.
fresh air.
Say hello to Ed, Ralph.
Hardy. So that's what you're trying to pull, huh? Trying to make me think I see Norton, huh? For the doctor's benefit. Trying to get me way, huh? Way. Why, you're not gonna do it. There's nothing wrong with me. There's just something wrong with you two. I'm going out of here. Will you get out of my way, Norton? Norton! It is you.
Of course it's me. Who do you think it's, man? Please, will you don't go out for a walk now? I've been following you for 2 days. My feet are killing me.
You've been following? What do you mean you've been following?
2 days and 2 nights I've been following you. I haven't left you out of my sight.
Hey, then I did see it.
Of course you
saw
saw
me.
me.
But why?
I'll tell you why, so you wouldn't do it. I wanted to save you from one decent thing, of destroying the one decent thing that ever happened to me. You. I wasn't going to let you commit suicide.
Suicide?
I read the note. I got to end it all now. You'll never see me again. Goodbye forever.
You dope, that was for you. Look, Doc, that's the note I wrote to him, explaining to him that I didn't want to see him anymore.
Yes.
You see, Doc, I'm all right.
Yes, I see.
I didn't see anybody.
Mr. Crampton, I think I made a mistake. I think your place is with your friend. I was wrong when I suggested that you split up with Mr. Norton.
But you told me he makes me nervous.
Yes, I know, but I think it's much safer if you don't break up with him. I want him to stay with you, so that you know what he's doing at all times. Now, I'll see you in a couple of days for another checkup, and you don't have to worry about things. Goodbye, Mrs. Crampton. Good night, Mr. Crampton.
Night, Doc.
Good night. What's he talking about? You and me splitting up. What is that?
Don't forget about it, my boy. Forget about it, pal of mine. Well, sweetheart, everything's back to normal.
If you'll forgive me, Ralph, I think I'll lie down. I've had a very trying day.
Bye-bye.
I wish I had a chance to talk to that doctor a little longer, you know. I mean, there's a pal of mine down the sewer who thinks he's a barracuda.
Well, my boy, let's not do any more talking about doctors, my boy. From here on in, I'm okay. And I want to tell you something, Norton. Nothing is going to upset me. Who is it? Groceries. Groceries, come in. Nothing.